On, guys, it's Josh with Accountability for All, and I am back. I'm free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Well, guys, it's been crazy. Just doing a live update. I don't have a video to release for today, so this is going to be my video to release for today. Anyone that didn't know, you know now. What's going on, New Hampshire guy and Walt? I was arrested yesterday. So during a peaceful protest, you can watch the video where I wrote Pride Audit, Pride Audit, right? So I interview Antifa. They're actually really nice to me. And then they ask me what side I'm on. And I say I'm not here to support, I'm here to report. And all of a sudden she said, well, you know, if you don't choose a side, then you're a Nazi. So I got stormed by about 40, 50 people, assaulting me, harassing me. The cops didn't do anything. We went about our business. And then, I hate these Antifa guys. However, they were peacefully protesting and the cops started violently deploying tear gas and assaulting them. So, I'm also an activist, but I'm an activist for everyone's voice, not just a specific voice. So I started filming, and as you can see in the video, I changed the name to, it was called Tear Gas Deployed. I changed the name to I'm arrested and charged, assaulted, or whatever I put it up as. And this guy just comes up to me. He's already got the zip ties in his hands. I'm not even speaking to anybody. I'm filming somebody else. And this guy just bum rushes me. You can see he's already got the flex cuffs in his hand. And, he starts pushing into me, and then the phone hits the ground. Another cop ends the live stream, and he's going, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop touching me. Stop touching me. And I'm like, dude, you're walking into me. What are you talking about? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And then he calls like 6 other cops over, and they bundle me, throw me on the ground. They tell me to stop resisting, which I'm not resisting. I'm bundled by like 7 people. And at this point, it's a mass arrest. So I wasn't arrested just by myself specifically. We still don't know who my arresting officer was. A mass arrest is they can just go after anybody, in which they did. They went after me. And, these guys just... I get into the van, okay? I'm getting into a place with better lighting right now. I want to show you the injuries that I've sustained and then give you some new information. So hold on one second. It's really upsetting that this happened, and it's really upsetting that this can happen in America. Okay, hold on one second, guys. I want to show you the injuries that I sustained. Now, I took pictures, but they had the flex cuffs on so tight that the EMTs had to come to the police station. See that mark right there? That's an indentation. They had to have the EMTs come to the police station and use a surgical scalpel to remove them. Now that's not all. Once they put me in the back of the Paddy Wagon, I was in there for about an hour and a half, and it was like 110 degrees. I'm in there, guy opens the door, I say, hey listen, where's my phone? And he's like, well, they're looking at it to figure out if they're gonna use it for evidence. I say, okay. So the way that the Paddy Wagon is set up is, okay, well say I'm sitting here, all right? And this is the door to the Paddy Wagon. There's such a small aisle in between that my feet are sticking out towards the door of the Paddy Wagon. So the door opens up again, I get maced right off the bat. And I'm cuffed, so I'm not fighting them. So I'm trying to wipe my eyes, I can't move, and the door opens again. One cop steps almost all the way in, another cop steps up on the ledge, and another cop is watching. Now the cops have these flashlights, I've never seen anything like it, that have these 3 prongs on the bottom of the flashlight, on the top of the flashlight where the light is. So they start striking me, right? Can you see? Get better light for you guys. So there you go. They start striking me, okay? That's from when I was hogtied. Again. Okay? Guys, they're beating me with their flashlights. I've never seen anything like it. So, this guy doesn't know who I am, I'm pretty sure. And I get to the police station. And when I get to the police station, no one knows who I am. No one knows who the arresting officer was. 30 people went to the police station that I was at. Hold on one second, guys. No one knows like what police station, which police officer arrested me. It was absolutely just out of this world. I've never seen anything like it before. So while I'm at the police station, if you look at the video where I was attacked by the Antifa guys, the kid with the drum, he was actually the kid. He was actually the kid that was in the jail cell with me. So I get booked, and now I'm inside the holding cell. And the holding cell is right next to, the holding cell is right next to the phones. And guys, the phones start going alive. The phones start going crazy. And all of a sudden, a sergeant and some cop named Jerry comes over and he says, "Hey, listen, man, we're just here to help, relax." And I'm like, "What do you mean? You're here to help with what? I was just assaulted." And he goes, "They couldn't even get the cuffs off me. That didn't come till later because they couldn't cut them off." And he's like, "You know, what happened to you is really a shame." And I said, "You know what? What happened to me is a shame. It's disgusting. And I'm disgusted." And he goes, "Well, listen, man, you know, maybe you shouldn't be doing this." He like pulled up information on the union. And I was like, "Man, listen, if you got me to quit what I'm doing right now, you would be the patron saint of police officers, okay? If you were the one that would actually get me to stop what I'm doing, every cop everywhere would love you for it." And all of a sudden they started being nice. So when the phones start blowing up, you know, before they just thought I was some like Joe Schmo, okay? Which doesn't make a difference. You know, I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but they knew I was filming. And if they didn't know I was they didn't know if I was filming live or what the issue was. They just knew that I was filming. So they didn't think that this was going to get out to a lot of people. And a ton of people have actually seen this. It's been on Amagansett Press, San Joaquin Valley Transparency, Peachy Rider. Our favorite subscriber, Starman7, even put something out. Shomo Wolf put something out. Justin Pulliam put something out as well. And, you know, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone doing what they did to show that support. Because you know what? People say, "Oh, do the phone calls help or do they hurt?" They helped this time. Because these cops could not have been more nice to me if they tried. And maybe these guys were just good cops being really nice. You know, this guy even said, he goes, "Hey, listen, take it easy on me. Like, you know, like, please don't leave a complaint." And I had no reason to leave him a complaint. You know, these guys were super nice, leaving the door open for me, bringing me extra sandwiches. And they went as far as to have the local police for Hot Tow Truck Girl go to her house. So that way they could contact her because I didn't have my phone. You know, my phone didn't go with me. I was arrested in State Street in Congress, and I was transferred to the A7 precinct. And when I got to the A7 precinct, there were 30 people. I'm the only one, first of all, whose phone didn't go with me, and I'm the only one with an insane bail. Every single other person's bail was $40. Mine was at first $250, and then I said, "Oh, yeah, well, I can post that." And they looked really aggravated that I could post the bail. So they come back to me and said, "Well, it's $540, $500 for the bail, $40 for the bondsman." I said, "Okay, I can post that. Or should I tell you I can't post it? Because if I tell you I can post it, you'll probably just raise it again." So I'm issued the bail, and this whole time we're trying to figure out what my phone is. So Joe Orga from Breaking the Flaw shows up and gives the officer Danielle's number, wants to give me Danielle's number. But he doesn't trust these cops. I was just illegally arrested and assaulted by them with good reason. Joe Orga from Breaking the Flaw didn't trust these cops. So he said, "Go to Josh. I have his phone number. I'm the phone number for Hot Tow Truck Girl, but I'm not going to give it to you. I want you to go ask Josh something only I would know. And you come back, and then I'll know if I can trust you." So the sergeant comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, he doesn't really trust me. Doesn't want to give me the number. Is there something that only, you know, that I wouldn't know that you could tell him?" And I said, "Yeah, you got to hold your phone like this, and you got to say, Why are you following me, 200? Stop following me. But you have to say it just like that. So the sergeant leaves. He comes back with a little number in his hand with a smile on his face, and he goes, and I guess he really did say that. And then, he comes back a few minutes later and says, hey guys, hot tow truck girl is here. She didn't leave her name, he just knew her. They were watching the videos in the back. They knew what happened was screwed up. They knew that it was gonna go viral, and they knew that it was gonna cause a really big issue. And these cops were really, really super nice, and they said straight up, we think what this guy did was wrong. And it was wrong, guys. It was wrong. The cops are doing something terrible. Oh yeah, Lobo, for sure. Listen, the cops are really bad when accountability for all is on the same side as Antifa. You saw it. I was, 50, 60 of them at one time, pushing me, slapping me. The kid that's banging the drums got arrested side by side with me. I will give the Antifa kid this much right here. I was arrested. They go, what are you doing back here? I was like, well, tear gas is being deployed on you people, and I might disagree with what you say, but I love that you're free to say it. And if they're gonna deploy tear gas and be violent with you because you're practicing your First Amendment right, then I'm gonna be standing right next to you. And the look on their face blew them away that I could do that. Because before, if I didn't choose their side, I can't report. I have to choose their side or I'm a Nazi. Okay? New Hampshire News. Get back to me in a second with that. Thanks, HBO Matt. And so when I get arrested, the same kid that had the drum that was banging on the drums and all that stuff, I get arrested and I see a scuffle behind me. And you'll see at the end of the video, the cop says, get away, step back. At the end of the video where I'm assaulted. This kid from Antifa was so moved by the fact that after they outnumbered me and tried to hurt me and harass me and that I stood side by side with him, he ran at the cops, pushing them away, trying to get them off me. Antifa. Kid from Antifa did that. And something beautiful happened in that minute. People decided that they weren't going to take this abuse any longer. Joe Luna, Joe Cool, Auditing America. It happened to them, and now it happened to me. Okay? Granite State live streams, what's going on? Click, share, like, and subscribe to Granite State live stream. Hey, appreciate that, Lobo. And here's what happened. So my phone didn't go to the precinct I got arrested at. So I say, okay, well, where would my phone be? They said, well, this happened at A1, so go to A1. So I left A7 and I went to A1. I got to A1, they said, we don't know who that cop is. You got to try B2. They're the bicycle division. I drive all the way to B2. They tell me, we saw what happened. This cop is not one of ours. You have to call the actual bicycle unit. So I call the bicycle unit, and this cop says, we don't have your phone. I was like, well, someone does. He goes, well, sorry, we don't. I was like, well, that's not a good enough answer. So the officer that arrested me, he looks it up on YouTube while I'm watching, and he goes, he's one of ours, but your phone wasn't put into evidence. And I said, hold on one second. So where are you right now? He goes, I'm looking at the officer approaching you. I said, all right, don't go any further. You agree that my phone has not been put into evidence, is that correct? He says, that's right. And I said, now press play. He watches the rest of the video. I said, so who picked up my phone, right? So you're telling me the phone wasn't put into evidence, but this cop was the last person to have it and touch a button on it to stop filming, which was a legal search and seizure anyways. So we've proved two things. Number one, that he stole my phone, and number two, that he was the last person to have it and he didn't report it. So now I'm going to have, I lied. I said, I know his name. So now I'm going to go to his house and arrest him for larceny of a person over $1,500. And he said, do you think that's really a wise idea? I said, that's a phenomenal effing idea. Are you kidding me? They can just arrest people for no reason. At least I have a reason to do it. Okay, guy, I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be at the Boston District Court on New Chardon Street. They told me to be there around 8:30 a.m. And I will. And guys, I'm not going to take pleas on this. There's nothing wrong. Thank you, Mass Accountability in Granite State. There's nothing wrong with people that take a deal and something like this. You know, they have family. They just can't be held up in jail and not be able to support their family. So they take that hit for the freedom cause and, you know, they take that charge. But here's the thing. I did nothing wrong. Nothing. And someone came on earlier to say, oh, what about your kids? You don't care? Like, you just go to jail for nothing? I said, this isn't nothing. This is everything. I was arrested for peacefully practicing my constitutional rights. That is everything. That is my life. That is who I am. That is what I believe. That is what I instill in my kids. And I flew all the way to Chicago to make sure they didn't do this to somebody else. I'm sure as hell not going to take it on my own home turf in my territory. So you know what? If I lose, I lose. I don't think I will, but I'm going to take it all the way to trial. I'm not going to take a deal. And that is my promise to you, no matter what they offer me. Even if they say it's an unpaid fine, not going to happen. I'm getting the wheels of justice turning to also get this guy, this cop that did this to me. So, update on that. Guys, you're not going to believe this, okay? No, guys, my representation is not. So, my attorney... he's on a retainer, and he'll answer all sorts of legal questions I have before I go into an audit, when I'm done with an audit. He'll also take any lawsuit, because most attorneys will love to take lawsuits, right? But he doesn't want to take this case. The amount of press coverage that it has already, it's already made local news. He's kind of afraid to do it, and he asked for a very, very large retainer. And that's not a retainer that I can afford. So right now I'm without legal representation. By the time I get to court Tuesday, they're going to be closed for a holiday. I won't be able to get the ACLU involved. So people have been sending money to the Accountability for All PayPal, www.paypal.me/accountabilityforall. And people have been very, very generous. So what I've done is, I'm afraid the government's they've already, my phone's screwed up. People have been trying to log into my account from my phone. They're already trying to tap my phone, my PayPal account, So I took all the money out of the PayPal account, and I have it in cash. And have Hot Tow Truck Girl hold on to it, and in case the police target me and they try and arrest me, they won't be able to take my money. And my plan is to walk into court that day, say who's the best attorney in the building. My arraignment will be 15-20 minutes. Take all the money. Just represent me fairly. What's up, Accountability for Chicago? So, guys, I just don't know what else to do as far as an attorney goes, because, I can't... It's Tuesday is when business opens back up. There's no other attorney I can get a hold of. I have to be there at 8:30 in the morning. Essentially, I'm only going to be able to get a hold of an attorney as soon as I walk in the door. Thank you, Louisiana. Guys, I'm you'll never see me get emotional, okay? But there was a point during this, and I'm honest to a fault. Let's touch base with what happened earlier today. I won't lie. Some guy, he spit at me. Okay, you know what? Let's go over the whole story, because I'm anything if transparent, and I always answer questions. Hold on one second, guys. What's up, bud? Can I just get a pack of Newport 100s? Newport 100? Yeah. Hold on, guys. Alright, man, thank you. So here's what happened, today. And this is why I want to touch base on that, because I think it's important, because I'm trying to explain, thanks, man, I appreciate that. I try and explain that I'm honest to a fault sometimes, and sometimes it's to my own fault for doing the wrong thing, or for doing the right thing. So this morning, I am woken up by screaming outside of Hot Tow Truck Girl's house. I crashed there because last night was just crazy. I needed some rest, and I didn't want to run around. So I hear screaming. Now the lady in the video, you guys can check out the video on my page. It's called Disorderly Conduct to a Child and Slander. This woman just verbally berated, assaulted, and abused a 10-year-old child to the point where he was crying, and she even accused him of being a drug dealer. Okay, now you guys might know this is Naked Boy, okay? He's a computer whiz, a social media whiz. He's the sweetest kid that you will ever meet in your life, and I love him like he's my own son. He's an amazing, amazing little boy. And she just, she had a dispute over where the trash barrel should go, so she just lit him up. And then she lied to the cops, and she said, "Oh, he's blocked." I was filming her from the driveway. She says I'm not allowed to film her without her permission, that whole thing. And then she says I was blocking her from getting in and out of her driveway. Well, the police came. They had a real problem with me blocking her driveway until they saw the video that showed very clearly she was lying. So we've already proved that she was a liar. Well, in retaliation to that, she was screaming outside Hot Tow Truck Girl's house today. Hot Tow Truck Girl went out and addressed her. The child abuser dispersed. And, we go back inside, I go back to sleep. And then I hear more screaming. But this time it's threatening. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna beat you. Like, just really bad stuff. Now, I reach for my phone. I just woke up. I realize I don't have my phone. And at this point, I don't know Hot Tow Truck Girl's password. There's a small child inside the house, and you know me, guys. Like, if I can protect someone, I'm going to protect somebody. So I just ran outside, threw my t-shirt on, ran outside. And this guy's screaming at Hot Tow Truck Girl's brother. So I'm like, "What's your problem, man?" "Oh, yeah, I hope everyone dies from cancer of the ass." So we got one person that hates kids, and then another person and the husband hates cancer victims. So he's screaming all this shit, and I tell him to get gone. So he tells me that he's gonna kill me, okay? And I say, "Listen, I'm..."
Fucking jail, asshole.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, bud? See, there you go. Look at that. See, another one. Glad you went to jail last night, asshole. See what I mean? Some people hate freedom, so now I'll make him the subject of my thing. Anyways, to continue while I follow this asshole. He tells me that he's gonna kill me. So I say, "Listen, dude, if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna punch your head in, okay? I will defend myself." So at this point, he's a coward, right? Because he thought he was gonna have an interaction with Hot Tow Truck Girl. He didn't think there was gonna be a guy there to stand up to him. So a guy was there to stand up to him. And he got in his car, and when he did, he rolled the window down a little bit, and he spit right at me. The spit didn't hit me, and because it didn't hit me, and because of everything that happened, I let it go, okay? And then I go back to bed, and the doorbell rings. Wakefield Police Officer Scumbag Warren is at the door. And he says, "Hey, listen, this guy says that you just threatened to kill him, and you spit at him." I was like, "This is the exact opposite of what happened." He says, "Well, there's no spit in his car. There's no witnesses to say that this happened." I was like, "Well, there are witnesses, but they're only going to tell you the opposite. I get 3 people right now that'll tell you that he threatened me. In defense of myself, I told him if he touched me, I'd defend myself, and then he spit at me. So now I was like, "Oh, no, don't go to the police station. Don't make this an issue." I said, "Absolutely, I'm going to make this an issue." So I walked right down to the police station live on Hot Tow Truck Girl's channel and filmed the entire thing. Guy threatened my little girl, okay? And he disperses. Now, there's no one to prove otherwise. I could have absolutely said, "Yeah, this guy spit at me and it hit me." I didn't say that, okay? I could have, and no one would have been able to prove otherwise. And maybe I should have, but I didn't, because I am honest to a fault, okay? So I said, he clarified several times, did the spit hit you? I said, no. So I file a report, and I go back to the house. I say, "You know what? Now I'm going to record this guy from a public easement all day long." So listen to what happens, guys. Second illegal solicitation of a trespass. So I'm outside filming these people, and the police officer shows up. So I think maybe Officer Scumbag Warren is going to do the right thing. So he's in there for quite some time, as you guys know, because the live feed was on hashtag Hot Tow Truck Girl's channel, and then he comes out. And he's escorting this guy to his truck so he doesn't get hurt, because I'm sure a lot of people want to hurt some shitbag like that. And I get handed this. You know what this is, guys? Now, this guy comes to her house on her property. This is the second time. First, his wife assaults a small child verbally. Then he comes into her property, starts threatening everyone. Then he gets in a truck and spits at me. And you know what the police feel? Well, guys, this is a harassment prevention order against me from the lying, disorderly conduct, spitting wife of the sperm bandit. Now here's why they did it, guys. This officer elicited this trespass notice because guess what? It says specifically that I may come and go from Tow Truck Girl's house, but it prevents me access from the rest of the street, a public easement. So they found so instead of taking the crime seriously that he did, it's not a question like I say she lied. They saw her lying on film. But in retaliation for what I do, they knew about my arrest yesterday. Instead of taking the real issue and the real problem, they file a abuse prevention order against me so I can't step in front of her property and film. Maybe I do, they try and get me arrested. So I tell this cop, you know, well, no one can corroborate that you got spit at. I was like, I gave you one person's phone number, you called them, and there's a tow truck girl. He goes, well, she didn't say that to me. Yes, she did. She said it on film, but we'll get her to come out and say it again. So she finally comes out, and he said, you have anything new to add? And she says no, because she has nothing new to add. She's already stated to him that I was spit at. So she goes, no, but... And when she goes, but, he just turns around and walks away. I'm like, dude, she's not done speaking to you yet. And the fucking coward from the Wakefield police station, Officer Warren, just walks away. So I call and have his partner come back. And, you know, Hot Tow Truck Girl is now given the opportunity to explain, you know, that this guy threatened me. And I was nice enough to let it go. And then he got in his car, he spit at me, directly at me. And then he drove away. And then he went to the police station to try and say that I spit at him. And I'm sure the cops put him up to it. So now, but here's the thing. There's no abuse prevention order for the young child, that the disorderly conduct, child-hating, see you next Tuesday. There's no, for the child, there's nothing with her. You know, doucheroni McSperm spitter. There's no protection order for the child or a tow truck girl and me with him. Just the paperwork for me. And I think it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Guys, my residence, it says, like, I don't really need to give you guys like my personal information, but I am transparent, so hold on. My parents live in Stoneham, okay? On the abuse prevention order, it lists my address. Hold on, guys. Now, everyone knows my parents' house is located in Stoneham because people trying to assault me there. But there's my address, guys. Wakefield, Mass, okay? I may continue to reside at Wakefield, Mass, all right? What's up, buddy? So, no. And first of all, if I did live with my parents, there'd be no problem with that. Not like it's anyone's business, but when I separated with my fiance, we both had an apartment, a condo in Peabody, and it was before I was stabbed. I was a general manager for Chili's. I got stabbed on the job, and she went her way and I went mine. So with all the payments and bills going on, I stayed at my parents. Now, they don't have a basement, right? Everyone likes to say that my parents have a basement and I live in it. We have a split-level home. They don't even have a basement. There's no basement. There's 3 bedrooms, right? So for a short time, I was staying at my parents' house in a room that had like its own area, okay? Not a basement though, it was on the 2nd floor. So, I mean, it's closer to the attic more so than anything. But no, I don't. And if I did live at my parents' house, I don't understand what the problem would be there. Chicken Pig, do you want to come down to where I live? If you'd like to, that'd be fine. Because I'd love to meet you, okay? Beta Wolf, you can, beat it. And never come back. Because no one really gives a shit about you. Problem would be I'm 31. So I'm 31 years old, and it's a problem that I lived at my parents' house for 3 months while... Guys, look at this. You fucking scumbag, whoever has a problem with it. I got stabbed doing a bank drop I got stabbed in the chest. I grabbed the knife. It sawed through my hand. I had 2 heart surgeries and plastic surgery to reconstruct my hand that insurance didn't pay for because your job only has to hold your job for 6 months. I was a salaried manager making 71 grand working at Chili's in Chelsea, okay? Now I get stabbed and I was out of work for so long that they couldn't legally hold my job anymore, okay? So at that point, I don't have insurance from my work to pay for my injuries. So I'm paying out of my own pocket. And I also got 2 kids and 2 cars and bills to pay, right? So what am I gonna do? Put myself up in an apartment or make sure the bills are paid for my family? I make sure the bills are paid for my family. So there's a problem that after getting stabbed and paying out of pocket to have 2 heart surgeries to fuse my ventricular artery was bisected. All the ligaments and tendons in my left hand were completely separated. Okay, I couldn't do anything. I was in ICU for 3 weeks. Right, so I chose to pay for my family because my family comes first. This is the problem that I'm 31 because after I got stabbed and paid almost $120,000 in insurance, I stayed at my parents' house so I could make sure my kids were fed. How about this? Sit in a thumb and spin around a few times. Well, now you know, and this is the problem, Dick Thrasher. A lot of people like to talk about things before they know what's going on. Okay? Hey, you never see me use my left hand ever, right? That's because it was sawed completely in half. Was stabbed in the chest doing a bank drop for my work. And that's why I had to stay at my parents' house. And I'm not ashamed of it, because you know what? It doesn't matter if you're 41 years old. You live where you live. That doesn't change who you are or what you're doing. And not for nothing, but YouTube takes about 9 weeks before you can get your first paycheck. So it doesn't matter how much money I make, whether it's shit or it's great. I can't do anything with it. But I'm not gonna let anything get me down. I'm gonna keep trucking like I always do. And listen, I don't want people that say things like that, like Dick Thrasher, or anyone who says things like that, to get muted. This is an open channel. I got arrested yesterday because I believed that people that surrounded and assaulted me, I believe that people surrounded and assaulted me still should have free speech. Just because they they physically assaulted me, that was wrong. But just because they disagreed with me and they verbally assaulted me doesn't mean that their rights should be violated. I'm all about free speech. So if you want to come in here and voice your opinion, don't be muted. Moderators don't mute them. If you want to come here and say, oh, I suck, whatever, fine. If you want to make threats to my kids, make threats against the officers that I'm dealing with, violate the community guidelines, violate people's, like stuff like that, then yes, you're gonna get muted, okay? And you better not, doing any slander to my channel or somebody else's channel unless you know exactly what you're talking about. Because right now I got a lawsuit out there because somebody said, stupid morons, like it's not public, okay? They said that I was arrested in Stoneham for assaulting a child or abusing a child, whatever they said that I did. So I said, all right, well, first of all, I've never been arrested, talked to, interviewed, investigated for anything involving a child. So that's slander and defamation of character. I got that guy's information through YouTube and I went after him civilly because I'm not going to take that shit, okay? Someone else said that I've been convicted of this, that, and the other thing. Unless I get convicted on this charge coming up, that would be the only conviction I have. So, I think it's one of those things, hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. And I'm gonna shine until my heart stops. Y'all know me. I'm the First Amendment MVP. And if y'all don't like it, you can get audited by me. Haters are gonna hate and the players are gonna play, that's right. I'm gay. Man, I wish I knew that. I wasted an awful lot of time on girls. So that's your freedom of speech. You can say, I don't know, watcher on the sidewalk. I actually saw that your name came up on a timeout. It said 300 seconds. I don't agree that you should be on a timeout. There's no reason for watcher on the sidewalk to be on a timeout. So again, for the moderators, if people are saying anything, there's no reason for them to be muted, okay? The only reason that we would mute them is if they're violating the community guidelines, which I know Watcher on the Sidewalk for sure has not done. Watcher on the Sidewalk has actually been a very positive and, you know, he's always backed me up 100%. So let's be very careful with who we're muting, why we're muting them, only if they're accusing people of crimes they didn't commit, stuff like that. There's no reason that Watcher should be muted, guys. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm charging. Hold on one second, guys. The feed might die. I'm charging the phone now. Hold on a second. Alrighty, folks. So again, to all my moderators out there, people are going to be, you know, some people are just diehard and they really, really love me, and I really appreciate that. And you know, they see someone say something not great about me and they want to defend me, and I appreciate that. But let's just go over the guidelines here. If someone says, like this idiot Surya says I'm gay, it's his freedom of speech to say that. I really could care less, okay? If someone says I'm a dick, okay, then that's fine. If someone says Josh is a convicted rapist, that's slander. We put them on a timeout. If they say I'm gonna kill that cop that just violated your rights, even though I hate the cop, it's, you know, there's a difference between free speech. They can say that I'm ugly. That's their freedom of speech. All right? As long as you're not violating community guidelines, threatening people, or verbally violating their civil rights. Okay? Thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate that. I will put you on a timeout, like, if you want to say you're gay or, like, whatever your freedom of speech is, say it. But don't try and flood everybody. New Hampshire News Photography. Yeah, and here's the other thing. There's nothing wrong with being gay if you are gay. Like, I love that. Like, I love people being free. There's nothing wrong with it, right? You can be who you want to be. Saw a pic of you on Fox News with a mask on yesterday. They said you're Antifa. Is this true? Keith, you never saw me with a mask on. Ever. So you did not see that. Maybe you saw someone from Antifa with a mask on, but you never saw me with a mask on. So right now you'd be misrepresenting me. So I would call that slander. Okay, so again, it's your freedom of speech to say, did you do this? But you're saying, I saw you with the mask on. No, you didn't. So you're either lying or you got it twisted, but you can correct yourselves. All right. Sarah, what's your question? Thank you, Chrissy. You're beautiful. Thank you. Oh, John Kennedy's here, man. John, so sometimes your comments can get automatically withheld. I don't know why you would have been X'd. Yes, I'm going to sue them and charge them, guys. Sue them and charge them. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. Do you believe cops are just criminals on permission? All right, let's give Sarah the floor for a minute so I can make sure I understand her question. Sarah, when you say, do you believe cops are criminals with permission? Like, are you saying, do I believe that they're just criminals that the government allows to be criminals? Is that what you're saying? Bill, are you here? Bill Freeman, are you here? I need to write your phone number down, Bill. Bill Freeman, let's give Bill Freeman. Oh, you're here. Okay. Bill, let me write down your number for a second here, or put it somewhere. I don't want it to go out. And then we can just delete it, Bill. So as soon as you put your number out, I'm just going to delete it so no one can see it. Okay, he super chatted it. Okay, 1 second, guys, please. Thanks, Jason. All right, Bill, I'm going to need you to just go ahead and repeat it 1 second. And I have a pen. I'm ready when you are. Go ahead, Bill. Let's give Bill the floor a second so I can just get his number and then delete it. Bill Freeman. Go ahead, sir. And while we're waiting for Bill, just to, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm deleting that message now, Bill. All right. Gotcha, Bill. And I'm going to call you in just a moment. I'm in Wakefield, Massachusetts right now, Bill. Do you know where Wakefield, Mass is? I can give you an address to meet me at. You didn't get muted, Dick Thrasher, because I can see what you're writing. Okay? Dick Thrasher's all right. You know, he's had some nice things to say about me. Which one, Bill? Can you tell me where you are? There's a whole bunch of, like, ATM and banks here in Wakefield. How about this, Bill? How about you put in, the Bank of America in Wakefield, Mass. The Bank of America in Wakefield, Mass. Your mother moderated me. Okay. Well, you're not going to talk about my mother in my chat room, so watch your fucking mouth, because there's nothing that you would say to my face, okay? And I can promise you, you would not say that shit to my face, right? I don't know if you know how I roll, but, how about this, okay? I faced down 50 Antifa with masks and shit on. Do you think I'm afraid for 1 second? Do you ever let my mother come out of your mouth again? That's a free warning. I didn't sue Chili's, because here's how they got me, and it's really fucked up, guys. No, he said he moderated my mother, is what he said. But here's the fucked up thing, guys. There's a no chase policy. So I was supposed to just give the money away. He had been watching us for a couple days. So when I came out, he said, give me the money. And I said, no, beat it, you know, get yourself some help, whatever I said. And he walked away. So when I turned around, he came up behind me, he stabbed me in the chest. And I grabbed the knife and it sawed through my hand, and I had the bank bag, and he tried to take it, and he said, give me the money, and I didn't give it to him. So it's my fault. I had no business going after him, or not giving up the money. So I was not able to successfully sue them because I did the wrong thing. Unfortunately, you know. Yeah, you're right, Leslie. It's really a shame. And it was a mass arrest. If they were just by themselves, they would not have had enough probable cause. But they just started going against everybody in the crowd. This guy just came after me. He said straight up it was for filming. He didn't actually say, I'm sorry, I'm lying. He didn't say that it was for filming. He said it was for calling him a pig. You know what, Thoros? I work, right? And, like, I kill myself. Like, the restaurant industry is hard. 70 hours a week. I'm working to support 2 kids, a house, 2 cars. It's just super hard. And this guy can just come and take all that money. It was $32,000. I had to work, and I just didn't want to give it to him. I just didn't want to do it. You know? Good morning, Philippines. Hi, Carlos. Hey, Mick. Omar, you sent, how are you holding up with all this, bro? Don't you get angry when talking with police when they don't follow orders and human rights? Omar, thank you for your question. Now I'm gonna get emotional. I'm not like really holding up. I think I'm on cruise control at this point. You know, it's really super hard. Sorry. I'm trying to do the best that I can, and 10 toes down, right? I'm trying to do the best that I can right now, and it's super hard because my parents, you know, I had someone come to my house and assault me on my front lawn. They threw a full bottle of Pepsi, a liter of Pepsi out the window, hit me in the head. You know, someone threw a huge rock in the yard. They call my parents. My father's 86 years old. He's got cancer, and my mother's 74. And my dad's like, you know, it's just really, really tough. And they're getting all these calls everywhere. You know, with people just harassing them, telling them, oh, how could you ever give birth to a kid like that? And, you know, they've just been, with all the shit they're going through. You know, my mother was a teacher for 38 years and a principal. She gave her life to community service. My dad's a military veteran. He was in the UDT. They're good people, and they've had a really hard time dealing with this. And seeing him go through like the radiation and everything, that's super hard. And now, you know, having to hear me call and say, Ma, I've been arrested, it's been super tough. And, you know, I'm not going to give up, you know, because the moment that I give them a little bit of me, they take all my freedom. And it's my freedom. It's live, you can't fast forward, bro. And I will be honest, because I don't lie. When I got arrested, I was thinking about like what happened to Joe Luna, because I said on one of the live streams, you know, I wonder if at any moment he felt alone. All right, and I was sitting there, and you know, my hands are cuffed with the zip ties, and I got all these injuries from the cops beating me with the flashlight, gouging my wrist because the thing was in there so big. That's actually from the zip tie, guys. I don't know, Tank. I'm not touching your comments. So I'm sitting there with the tear spray, the gas in my eyes, my wrists all tied up and bundled, and I'm just got beat by the cops. And I thought to myself, maybe I should have just put the phone away. Maybe I should have just walked away. And the handyman. Well, first of all, anyone in jail can get these hands. All right, that's number one. Number two, my attorney doesn't want to take it because he doesn't want the publicity on the case. And third of all, whatever, dude. It's your freedom of speech. You know, freedom of speech allows you to say whatever you want, but it doesn't protect you against being stupid. And you're fucking stupid. Anyways, you know, I was sitting there thinking to myself, maybe I should have just walked away. You know, maybe I shouldn't have been there today. Maybe I should have just left. You know, like I wouldn't be having to go through this right now. Maybe I should have just walked away. And as soon as that thought crossed my mind, I thought about when I said, I wonder if Joe Luna felt alone. And in that moment, I didn't feel alone. Thank you, Tank. And I remember the sacrifice of Joe Cool. You know, I remember the sacrifice of Auditing America. I remember the sacrifice of Joe Luna. And I knew that you guys had my back. I knew that you guys had my back. And I knew the calls would come in. And I knew that I wasn't alone. And I knew that I wouldn't continue to deal with this alone. So, I wiped my face off the best I could. You know, whether I was tearing up because my rights were violated or because of the tear gas, whatever. And I muscled through it. The Antifa guy that had the drum, he wound up being right next to me. Guys, he was Antifa. And I told him, thanks, Jay Bird. I was like, hey, listen. Like, you know, he's like, why are you still here? I was like, bro, you just got assaulted by the cops. I don't agree with what you have to say. I hate your views. But I love that you're free to have those views. And I don't care what you did to me before, what you plan on doing to me in the future. Right now, the cops are trying to violate your rights because you're practicing a constitutionally protected activity. So I'm going to stand right by you. You're not alone. And then when I got arrested, he went right after those cops. And then I get to the jail and the phone started ringing. I started ringing off the hook, and my cell was right next to the intake. And I could hear him saying, another call for Abrams, another call about Abrams. And then the cops started getting really nice. I was never alone. And my voice isn't out there because of you guys, because of me. It's out there because of you guys. I am no one specifically individually, okay? I am not accountability for all, okay? I'm Josh. Okay, I'm a 31-year-old kid that's gone through some shit in his life that, wants to see a better world for his kids, okay? But I am not accountability for all. I am not a hero. We are accountability for all. We are all. We are holding them accountable. We are standing together. We are making a difference. We are finding a solution. We, the people. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks, Dick Thrasher. We are accountability for all. And you know what? If I had to go to jail for these charges, I would just pass off the password to my account and let somebody else keep going. Because I don't want anyone to have to start over. I don't think this is about subscribers in the sense of, I'm famous. I'm famous. Look at me. Look all the subscribers I have. I'm famous. Look at me. Nothing about that. I believe that it's amazing. People are like, you just worry about subscribers. You celebrate it. Absolutely. Right? Because the more subscribers I have, the more people that can spread this message, and the less people that will be arrested for being free. Thank you, Kaiser. Talk about a sad story about your dog. Another good money trick. Oh, I don't have a dog. So, but anyways, I'm not asking you guys, I'm not asking anyone for money right now, but I won't deny it. I was just arrested and I have a serious, thing coming up. And, bail was $550. Now I got to get a lawyer. I'll take the help. Keep in mind that I have not received, I make really good money on YouTube, but I have not received any payments yet. It takes about 8 weeks before they can actually get the payment, then 3 weeks before it goes to AdSense, and then another 2 weeks for you to get your PIN. And then once you get your PIN, it takes about 5 to 7 days to register your PIN to access the money and then put it whatever account you want. So you're talking about 16 weeks at the most before you could get paid. But I'm not going to see a dime from YouTube for another 3 weeks. So I don't think the harassment will ever stop. I don't think it will. Yeah, guys, I appreciated that. GJ, they charged me with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. And I think I'm going to have a great, great case because, I'm not actually being disorderly. I'm not saying anything. Thank you, Conspiracy. So once you hit 1,000 subscribers and you have 4,000 watched hours, at that point you can be monetized. I don't understand, Azoth. Thank you, Piper. Oh, Doug, no thanks. Guys, Doug, no thanks. Please click, share, like, and subscribe to his channel. This guy's a genius. Matt, I lost your phone number. I have nobody's phone number. Real quick, Doug, no thanks is awesome. And I'm thinking to myself, why does he have the name no thanks? Like, there's nothing about auditing in it. There's nothing about accountability for in it. Why would he have that name? And I'm watching one of his videos and the cop says, can I have your name? He goes, no thanks. And he's like, oh, I just wanted your name. He goes, no thanks. He goes, no thank you. But it was brilliant. And he reposted my video about what happened. And I really appreciate it because I need as much people knowing about this as possible. because this is a mass arrest, guys. We still don't even know my arresting officer. The Emerald. Excuse me. He knows personally this. I'm out of a different county when I deal with things out here in Middlesex, Boston, and Suffolk. He not only is in a friendly relationship and has worked with the prosecutor to make him feel uncomfortable. There's a lot of eyes on this case now, and he just doesn't want the media exposure, to be honest. And I will never lie. He's afraid that it will follow his kids and his family. And he doesn't want to be, just answering questions behind the scene is one thing, but going into court, defending me in a trial, against the police, with a prosecutor he knows, with the ability for them to get at his kids, he just doesn't want to do it. Which is understandable. Do you have proof that they assaulted you? Yeah, it's on YouTube. Thousands of people have seen it. So, have you watched the video? It's called, guys, what did I rename it to? I think it's called I Was Assaulted or something. It was a live stream done yesterday, and at the very end of the video, in the last 50 seconds, you can see the arrest and the assault. So what I can see, it's just a bunch of different variations. Activist arrested for filming. Auditor arrested for filming. If you guys find any news articles about it, let me know. I've been using my name and Accountability for All, but mostly it's Auditor assaulted for filming. Guys, and you know what? I really appreciate everything on Super Chat, but please don't, because YouTube just kind of takes your money, and it's nothing I can access anytime soon. So any money on Super Chat wouldn't be able to be used to help this case because of just how long it would take, and I don't want you guys to get charged like 30% for doing it. So I'd rather you not and just offer me emotional support if that's the case. No, you can have any debit card and send it right to the PayPal. I missed something. Hold on, guys. One moment. Let me catch up. Doug, I'm nothing. Yeah, Peachy's doing great. Peachy Rider, really proud of her. News Now, New England. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I don't want to set up a GoFundMe. Here's the thing, guys. Before this thing happened with Joe Luna, I didn't have any money receiving account. I don't have a GoFundMe, Patreon, Venmo, all that stuff, because if YouTube pays me, that's great. I can pay my bills and continue to do this and further this investment and further this cause, but I didn't want to make money off it as like a luxury thing. So I didn't set that up. I didn't do it until I needed help getting to Chicago. And that's the only reason. I don't want to have, multiple accounts. I'm not in it to make money like that. So I just have the PayPal account, which I'm glad I had set up because I'm so transparent, guys. Listen, people have donated, I think, almost $500, which is great because that covers almost the bail from yesterday. So I'm already at least have my bail back to go in there with some money to ask for a good attorney. Hip Hop Sushi, what's going on, man? I actually left a comment on your channel, Hip Hop Sushi, and I'd love to speak to you sometime. I appreciate your political activism, and I checked out a couple of your videos, and I'm really, really super impressed, and I'd love to touch base with you. I do have access to the to my personal messenger, not the Accountability for All messenger, but my email address. Yeah, so my PayPal account is on the Accountability for All Facebook page, and it's available there. Hold on, some guy's driving really slow and checking out the house now. See this, guys? See this? Let's go see what he needs. I'm seeing this more often and again. I'm not sure who he's looking for, but at this point I'm nervous about everybody, guys. So this car right there, he might be Bill Freeman, who's a subscriber. But I'm not sure. I'm just nervous because everybody's like, I'm walking down the street and it's like, you never know. It's either somebody loves me and they want to shake my hand and get to know me, or they want to assault me. So I'm just going to see what this guy wants right here. It's www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. Yeah, okay, so this guy is definitely coming to check me out. Oh, man. It's getting crazy, guys. The retaliation is real. It's every day. It's every day. Hip Hop Sushi said, what? I'm sorry, Hip Hop, I missed you. It's not you, Bill. Okay, so guys, I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit. I'm not scared for me. I can deal with it. Hot tow truck girl's sick. She's moving. I love that little boy too. I'm a good kid, Leslie, it's www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. I hear some screaming. I'm gonna make sure Hot Tow Truck Girl's okay. I just heard someone screaming. Hold on. You okay? It's not her. Someone's screaming. Can you hear that, guys? It's really loud. I don't know what it is or who it is, but it's not me, so I don't care. I have to stop. See, I want to help everybody as much as I can. Is my girlfriend? What do you mean? Is what my girlfriend? If you go through your entire life without having made any enemies, it means that you have never stood up for anything you believe in. I believe that, Rabbit Monkey. I do believe that. Hold on, guys. I'm not so good with this. Here we go. Thank you, Hot Rod. Do you ever worry that the forces of darkness might start to target your family? They already have, guys. Borrowed time. Josh, going through my videos on Zoom from yesterday, my phone recorded it. Do you have the video of my arrest, Borrowed time? Borrowed time, do you have the video of my arrest? My email is Josh, JOSHA 1487@gmail.com. Hey man, just uploaded a video that featured your arrest on Saturday. I was the guy who asked if you're an auditor. Boston Stringer Media. Can I find that on your channel then? Boston Stringer Media. He was the guy that was press. A really nice guy. Again, I believe it is my assumption that he was there to report, not support. Even if he did support, that's fine. But, he was out there acting as press. So I'm going to check Boston Stringer Media. Okay. I appreciate that, Boston Stringer. And however it was presented, that's absolutely fine. We appreciate your practicing your freedom of speech. And I thank you for, being out there and making a difference. Gotta give my email address out, guys, so people can get in touch with me. So long, guy. I am. I'm in the car right now because my phone needs to charge. Hot Tow Truck Girl isn't feeling well, and I'm afraid someone's going to retaliate and do something here. So I'm sitting out in front of her house, and I will be here all day to make sure that no one gets hurt. I snitched on 2 drug dealers? No, don't delete that comment. Ivan Moody said I snitched on 2 drug dealers. That's why I'm out. Okay, so my bail, everyone else's bail was 40 bucks. Okay? Mine was $5.40. So they said, hey, thanks for the information and thanks for you snitching on those drug dealers. Now we're going to repay you with kindness by increasing your bail 500%. Does that make any sense? Stupid. Yeah, he looks like he's a bridge troll. I do think someone's going to show up here, yeah. I mean, this guy just drove by. I'm not sure who he is. Like, I need backup. I do need a phone. Yeah, he's a pig, probably. Oh, yeah, they watch for sure, guys. They just illegally trust. Press the number 1 if you're not aware what this paper is. Type 1 if you don't know what this paper is. Not if you want to see it again, but press 1 if you have no idea what this whole thing is about. Okay, so I think the only way we can go over it is if we talk about it again. Let me check my battery so I can see if I can get out of the car. Only 6%. Okay. He has good footage. Awesome. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to check that out. I'll actually go get the laptop right now. Let's actually go take a look at that video together. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to grab the laptop and see if we can connect to the internet and take a look at Boston Stringer's footage. He was right there in the midst of all this, putting himself in danger to capture free press for this United States of America. So no matter what his opinion is, whether it's pro-Josh or anti-Josh, he's doing an amazing thing for this country. Hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I can, how easy it is to connect to the internet here. Hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. Junior. Okay. So we're on YouTube right now, guys. Go to youtube.com. Not connected. Let's connect to the internet. We're going to take a look at this together. Okay, I need the internet. And connect to the internet. Hold on one sec, guys. We're gonna watch this video together as soon as I can connect to the internet. Hold on one second. Hun. How do I connect the laptop to the internet? I'm pressing the Wi-Fi button. It's not working. Hold on, guys. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Hold on, guys. All right. I don't know how to turn on the Wi-Fi here. I just want to turn on the Wi-Fi connection. Hold on. Hun?
Yeah.
Sorry, how do I just connect the computer to the internet? Sorry. They're live, and a new video on my arrest went up, and everyone wants to check out the evidence. I don't know which to press, and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god, it really hurts now too.
I'm sorry. Which one do I press, hun? Sorry, I just need to connect to the internet.
Where's my phone?
Right here. Hot Tow Truck Girl is solving the... oh, Jaybird says get well soon.
Thank you.
She says thanks. Thank you, Amy. Matt's gonna spoon you to safety. Good to go? Okay, hold on guys, 1 second. Sorry, we're about to see some new breaking footage from Boston Stringer Media, and this phone's about to die too. Hold on, I have to get the phone All right, hold on one sec. Going through some technical difficulties. D should pop up, secured. I'm just gonna take this with me for 2 seconds so I can go out to the car and plug this phone in so it doesn't die. Guys, we got the laptop, we got everything ready. We're gonna watch this new video released by Boston Stringer Media. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I got my hands full, 1 second. I can't wait to see this video by Boston Stringer Media. Hold on, here we go. I'm gonna see what this looks like. See how good the footage is, and see what it shows. So let me plug this phone in first of all, so this one doesn't die. All right, guys, bear with me. And then we're gonna plug this phone in, so this one don't die. And it looks like we are all powered up here. Boston Stringer Media. Let's check it out. All right, let's go to Boston. All right, Boston. Is it all one word, guys? Boston Stinger or Stringer? Boston Stringer Media. All one word. Hold on. Found it. Go to videos. Here we go. It's 11 minutes. I might fast forward it just to try and... They're just saying we're here, we're queer, expressing their freedom of speech. It's Antifa. Should be right near here, guys. Oh, that's me right there, I think, guys. Alright, let's take a look. Let's go back. Should be right here, guys. There I am, right there. Alright, let's take a look at that again, guys. So, they're saying I'm being disorderly, okay? This is actually some great footage. So, it's saying I'm being disorderly. Here it goes. Let's go back a tiny little bit. I want everyone to see what's going on here. I'll pause it as I can. Alright, so there I am. Okay? If you guys can see me. Right there. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cops right now. Okay? So this guy just pushed me into a wave of cops. Now let's see where I resist. Okay? Let's see where I resist arrest. I'm being dragged and thrown around. Let's see where I resist. Look at him just pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing me. There is no order to disperse. Let's go a minute before that, see if we got... Now look at him this assaulting this guy here.
Rod Weber, let him go. Please let that man go. What do you want me to do? Wow. Pathetic. Not cool. Be gentle with this man. No pain compliance is necessary. He is not resisting.
Look at them choking him out. Choking him out. I went to jail with him. See what else we can see. We fix the glare. I promise to use it to bang your mother. How about that? Phil G.
They need it. They probably do need it. They're here to give hugs to people that need hugs. Police violence against police protests
There's the guy that arrested me, guys. Whoa, hold on. Let's see if we can get a look at his badge number. That's the guy that arrested me. That no one knows about. Hold on, right there. That's him.
I like to ride my bicycle wherever I may like. Bicycle, bicycle.
Here we go, guys. There I am. Scumbag. Scumbag. So if you Google accountability for all arrested, there's also a lot of videos going on with that. Okay. We got Anselmo's video. We got this is what I got from mine. If you haven't seen the video, here's what it looks like. Okay. This is what I have on my end.
What's going on, guys? Josh with Accountability for All, and I'm back. Broadcast where, I'm here to report, not support. I got into a pretty big argument with one of the groups here, but, it actually got crazy. There was like 40 of them. I was surrounded. But right... No justice, no peace. Fuck the police.
Now, I don't know what happened with Enrique, but he was there with me in the beginning.
Move back. Move. The cow goes move.
The cow's mooing?
Cow goes move. Cow goes move. The redress of grievance shall not be abridged.
That's Boston Stringer Media.
The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution gives us the absolute right to assemble peaceably as a crowd. Weapons there? That was pretty indiscriminate. Caught up a lot of people.
Over there, you got somebody on the ground that got pepper sprayed for no reason. Now, let's fast forward to the end of where I was arrested.
So what's the next step, guys? Did you give an order to disperse, or are you just chilling out? You gonna settle us in? What's this? If you give an order, actually, people are much quicker to move, I think. If you're here for redress of their grievances, you are the closest thing that they have to a representative of the government. Now, they can't talk to Donald Trump, they can't talk to Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit. Move away, move away.
What are you doing?
Move away, move away, move away.
Move away. So I have somebody in my face telling me to move away. He's pushing me, telling me to move away. Moron. So let's go back, and here's the thing, right? Enrique from Auditing America showed up, hold on a second. He showed up at the police station afterwards. I was kind of upset because in this video, you can obviously see, like, an Antifa guy jumped in on my behalf. Okay? And I'm looking for Enrique, and I just couldn't find him. I'm not sure what happened, but you can see that he's right here. No, I actually, screw your policy, reserve the right to...
Fuck the police!
If it goes against community guidelines, but I haven't deleted anything from you, dude. So, relax. Here we go. So there's Enrique, right there. There's Auditing America. Now watch.
Donald Trump, they can't talk to Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here.
There he is.
Go home to your families. Oh shit.
Cops come.
What are you doing?
Now listen. When he says, "Move away!" and he kind of freaks out, that's because the Antifa kid ran into the cops to try and get me, to safety or whatever. I don't know what happened. I know he showed up at the A1 police department later. I don't know what happened during that or some of the earlier Antifa rallies, but there's a lot of people doing work on this. Amagansett Press, Justin Pulliam, Justin Emo Howling Wolf. He dipped out. He dipped like a chip. It was really upsetting. There was another video, guys. Why don't we check out Accountability for All? So if you guys have seen this video, it's the video that started everything of me getting harassed by these Antifa guys. And I'd like to show you this. Thank you so much, me. Okay, so here's the video from yesterday, guys. And this is why I was really upset. Here we go. Strap yourselves in. So, quick brief, guys. This girl says she wants to give me an interview. I thank her for her free speech, and then she asks me what side I'm on. I say I don't have a side. I'm here to report, not support. And because I didn't choose her side, I was a terrorist, a Nazi, a racist, a homophobe, pretty much everything I could possibly be. And we all know I'm not racist because I have friends that I work with that are all sorts of different color. We know that I'm not a homophobe because in my chat room is multiple times people have used sexually derogatory words towards people of homosexual backgrounds, whatever. I don't like that. So I'm straight up, like, I love everybody. So she finds out I'm not on any side, and she, this is what happens.
Here too, just hit 100,000 subscribers, and we're here to report, not necessarily support, but you know what I do support? Free speech, and the brave men and women that are out here practicing their free speech. We just met a young lady right now, and she's also out here practicing her free speech.
Put the camera out of her face.
Well, it's not in her face, man.
Yeah, it is.
Well, no, this is in her space. She said she didn't mind being on camera. So we asked.
Because you didn't give her a fucking position.
Give her what? There's no.
I didn't give her a position.
So what do you represent? What are you doing here today?
Fuck Nazis, fuck nationalists.
That's what we're about.
White supremacy.
I'm about fuck Nazis too, man.
Absolutely. That I'll say in front of my viewers. You don't have to shake my hand if you don't want to. We hate.
So here it gets a little crazy.
Oh my god. So are there any guys on here that have never been in danger? I don't think I've ever been.
She said white men have never been in danger.
Probably a few times. You have been? And now not that it matters, but what color is your skin? It's definitely white. Okay, so it's clear that.
So guys, let's fast forward and see how quickly I get surrounded. So I'm not even giving hate speech. I'm just not choosing a side, and this is what they do to me.
Talk about hate.
Keep walking, you fucking piece of shit.
Everyone's on camera.
Keep walking, you piece of shit. Hey, speech is not free speech. Keep walking. Speech is not free speech.
Hey, you know what we're gonna do? Reposition ourselves. Here's what we'll do.
So I walk back around and right back into the middle of it.
So we'll just go right back. A couple questions about what's going on today. And they say, whose side do you support? I say, I'm not here to support, I'm here to report. Both sides, what they have to say. And you know what? If you're not on their side, they'll corner you. They'll assault you. They'll oppress you. They'll try and violate your rights. And that's the gap that we can never bridge. When people that are on the same side as yours try and oppress you because your rights are different than theirs. Your opinions are different than theirs. So you know what? That's why we're here.
Film it, please.
Yeah.
Causing a disturbance.
Oh, you're saying...
You hear what he said? Because I'm filming, I'm causing a disturbance.
I'm talking to you like an adult. I'm talking to you like an adult right now. I'm not ready.
Well, you know what? When I was getting cornered by 30 people and getting hit, you didn't do anything then. Well, you know what? Here now doesn't matter to me.
Why are you yelling at me?
Be here then.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you got a storm of people behind you that you can't do shit about, but you have a problem with my camera and my freedom.
I'm just trying to talk to you.
You know what? The conversation's about 5 minutes late.
Okay. Well, we're having a conversation now. Stop yelling, please.
What's your name and badge number?
It's Messina, M-E-S-S-I-N-A, badge number is 926.
Your badge number. What's your name?
Now listen to me. I'm trying to reason with you like an adult, like we're talking here.
Missouri, maybe you should do your job.
I am trying to, you don't let me speak.
Well, you know, I don't see you doing your job. Where were you 5 minutes ago?
I'm talking to you right now.
Well, then talk.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Missouri, maybe you should do your job.
I am trying to, you don't let me speak.
Well, you know,
Alright, so I let him know that he's dismissed.
No, I'm trying to...
Because there's more of them than there are.
Watch. Oh, here's where I give it to him good, guys. Tell him he's a coward.
Inciting the crowd.
Oh, I'm inciting you. Oh, I'm inciting you. Well, I disagree. Am I being trespassed? So I'm in a public easement right now.
What you're doing is you're creating a disturbance.
No, see, here's why you're a coward.
No, I'm trying to...
Because there's more of them than there are of me. So you'd rather try and remove me than disperse them. Better yourself. Better yourself.
That's what I said.
You told me over there a minute ago. You didn't do shit about it. So close your mouth. Close your mouth.
He didn't do shit until the cops there. It's like starting a fight in front of the principal.
You're dismissed.
Then one of the bystanders says, hey, the cop said to just let him get attacked. So watch this ill walk of shame. There's a really good walk of shame at the end of it.
So when I come here, I'm not here to support anything. Stand my ground.
Here we go.
You're wrong with the platform where you're trying to censor.
Look at this, guys. This is the really sad part. This girl's with the Antifa, okay? She's right there. You can see her on the side. She's going to come up and talk to me. And watch her explanation.
I'm not siding with anyone. I'm here to report, to bring awareness to this issue. Because you know what? People that try and censor your free speech, I'm against that. That's why I chose that young lady to interview. Because I liked her freedom of speech. I love your shirt. I love you for doing what you're doing today. I think you're wrong with the platform where you're trying to censor other people. Listen, if I'm against you, censor me, okay?
How have I censored another person?
I have you on film getting right in my face. People with bullhorns, your cohorts pushing me, punching me. And you know why? Not because I'm against you, but because I haven't chose to side with you. I'm here to report, not support.
But you're saying that you want to be able to get educated enough to understand what sides people should be on. If you're saying that you want to stay in middle ground and not choose a side, you're choosing the side that's already in power. Because
maybe I don't know about the side that's in power, but how could I have an opportunity to learn if you guys are crowding me, beating me, and oppressing me? And that's the walk of shame, one of many. Get to stepping.
All right, guys, so here we go. Here's another tough guy.
Take me. Freedom will keep ringing long after you're done hiding behind your fake mask. Show your face to the world. Oh, that's an ugly face. I get the mask now.
All right, guys. So, this girl says, Oh, well, I didn't try to censor your speech. I said, yeah, you did. You got bullhorns, you're oppressing me, you're harassing me, are you kidding me? And she goes, well, you don't know about our side. I was like, well, how am I supposed to know about your side? Instead of telling me what you're about, you try to oppress me and harass me and censor my free speech. And then she takes a walk of shame because she has nothing to say for herself. She's ashamed of herself, and she should be. Watching that pisses me off. And then I still stood behind them while they were getting pepper sprayed. I think it's 5947. Tell Enrique to pay for your legal bills, not us. So Miranda, when did I tell you to pay for my legal bills? I love this. When did I tell you, Miranda, to pay for my legal bills? I didn't. Ever. So that's number one. Okay, so first of all, whether Enrique stayed or he left, I would have stayed there by myself anyways. He supported me, got the word out. He didn't do anything wrong. He avoided arrest. Good for him. But if he stayed or he left, that doesn't make him responsible for what happened. I wasn't there for Enrique. I was there to stand up for my rights. For our rights. So, by your logic, everyone there should, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not... And let's see, I think Auditing America has a copy of that video. Let's see if he does real quick. I'm really pissed at the Wakefield PD today. Yeah, I was there, other people were there, but I was there for myself, for us. Not for any one specific person. I wasn't there for he, I was there for we, if that makes sense. It's we the people, right? Not Enrique the people or anybody else. Let's check out Auditing America. Let's see if the video is released today. Computer's going super slow. Videos. Try again. I sometimes hate computers. Guys, can anyone tell me if there was a video released today? Here we go. No, so he hasn't released a video today yet. Alright. And here's another great guy that did something. He has a smaller channel. Thanks, Borrowed Time. There's another guy on here that gave a great kind of playback. He's a lesser known channel, Justin Emo Howling Wolf. He's a subscriber. And this video is absolutely phenomenal that he did. It's really funny.
And after that happened, he was down there trying to be independent media, trying to stay impartial, trying to stay neutral, and cover what's going on in Boston today. As you know, today in Boston, there's a straight pride festival going on, right? Which is the anti-version of a gay pride festival. He was down there just trying to report, staying impartial, trying to cover the story, and at one point in one of his live streams...
Guys, this is hilarious. You gotta see this. Hilarious.
Where they said, well, if you're not on our side, you're against us, you're a Nazi, you're this, that, the other thing. And all he was trying to do was be in Boston, be a news reporter, be down there covering the story, no different than BZ4, no different than Channel 7, no different than different than the Boston Times reporter, no different than the New York Times, Rhode Island, if they were there. That's what these fucking morons don't understand. He was independent media. He was impartial. And because he was impartial, they kept attacking him. And the Boston Police Department stood there and did nothing. did absolutely fucking nothing while he was being attacked. So then after that went away, you can see this on his latest videos. Then after that happened, he shut down the live stream and he said that he was going to do something with his camera and he was gonna come back live. Stream ended. I went to on accountability for all, so I didn't notice when he went back live. Well, he went back and then the video went dark and went with the buffering. He was arrested for trying to be an independent everybody to flood the Boston police right now.
So funny, watch this, guys.
Demand that he be released. I hope Josh sues the city of Boston for what they did. He wasn't taking any sides, you fucking morons. He was down there as an independent news reporter. Do you fucking morons get it? I'm talking to the ones who attacked him in Boston if they're watching this video. Fuck you and fuck your Pride Fest. Alright? Fuck you. And fuck you little Anquifa.
Guys, listen to this. You gotta listen to this. This is great.
And fuck you little Anquifa. If you're against queers, then why did you come up with the name Anquifa? Anquifa kind of sounds fucking gay to me. You sound like all fucking faggots to...
I don't support that word.
Like fucking faggots to me with your quiva. That's a fucking... To me, that's a fairy term. Why didn't you come up with another name for your organization? Because the name you got sounds fucking fatty. So, Anquifa, go fuck yourself. All the people who attacked Josh in Boston today, go fuck yourself. And anybody who's against gays, go fuck yourself. I'm pissed. It never should have happened. He shouldn't have been arrested. Why hasn't the reporters from Channel 7 been arrested? Why hasn't...
All right, guys, that's just a little bit of feedback. Let's address something real quick. Yeah, Boston Stringer Media. Everyone check out Boston Stringer Media. Click, share, like, and subscribe. He was in there with a bulletproof vest, press credentials. You know, he was getting in the midst of it, and we appreciate that he wasn't arrested so he could bring this to light. He almost was arrested. Whether he's for me or against me, he's media, and we appreciate that. So click, share, like, and subscribe to Boston Stringer Media. Also, Eddie Ellertson, do any of you even have jobs? Well, Eddie, let's have a chat. Me and you, Eddie. Okay, Eddie? All right, let's talk, Eddie. So, I'm not sure who you're talking about, Eddie, but I do have a job. If you're talking about me, I do this full time. So, who are you asking? Are you saying because people... Wait, maybe you're saying because people in a chat room on YouTube, they must not have a job. So that means you don't have a job? I'm broke. I am? Okay. So when have you met me personally, and when have you seen my bank statements? Let's, can I get on this? Let's see my analytics. Now, this isn't money I can't touch because I haven't got my PIN yet from AdSense. But do you want to see what my analytics look like, Eddie? Huh? Let's see if we can pull it up. I don't think I can get it on this computer. Oh, shit. Yeah. Nah, can't get it on this computer. I have to get into my analytics account. But I'm broke. So Eddie? Eddie Baby Balls. That's your name. Hey, Eddie Baby Balls. I'm broke. That's funny. Yeah, it's all one word. I checked it out. Boston Stringer Media. I'll show you what his channel looks like. Hold on. Eddie's just upset because he's the result of when cousins kiss each other. He's upset. I'm upset with his mom as well. I'm really upset with Eddie's mom because she should have made the decision to swallow and she didn't. So, I'm really upset with Eddie's mom. Alright, here's the channel, guys. What are you going to do when YouTube pulls your PayPal? They won't pull it, it's business, and YouTube is my business. I file taxes under this. I'm a private contractor, independent journalist, and my PayPal account is set up as a business, so they won't. So Eddie, like when people say things online, it's really important to get proof, because if I don't see my kids, how are there recent posts on my Facebook with my kids? And it actually went really well. My kid's mother, we'll put her name out there. My son's mother, Elizabeth Wallace, okay? She did not turn my son over on a custody exchange. So I went to the court, and right now, my son's mother has a contempt of court charge against her, and my visitations were reinstituted. So I bet you feel fucking stupid now, don't you? Moron. People read things and they just assume it's the truth. They have no idea what they're talking about. This is Boston Stringer Media, guys. Boston Stringer Media, all one word. Oh boy. Miranda, who did you just call ugly? Here's a good question for you. Miranda, who did you just call ugly? Yeah, subs doesn't really matter, man. He's trying to get his word out there. And we'll support him. See what else he's got out there for content. So he's covering actual news, guys. Well, it's important that he does that. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Father's Day and Mother's Day sucks for Eddie because he doesn't, his father and mother abandoned him. The doctor, when he was born, said, "Oh my God, this is Eddie. Isn't he such a treasure?" And his father said, "Yeah, go bury him." Hold on one sec, guys. I'm mad at Auditing America. Let's see, hold on, I'm going through some... Okay, hold on a second. I'm going back. Someone said something about Auditing America. Thank you, Ginger Snaps. Hold on. Oh, Miranda's calling me ugly. Well, I'd love to see a picture of you. You better be God's gift to Earth if you're calling anyone else ugly. I bet your face looks like an ass. Something about Auditing America. Oh, here we go. Jamal Bowers. Address that you're not mad. Hold on. Address that you're not mad at auditing. Why does it keep disappearing? Address that you're not mad at Auditing America while you're arguing with trolls. I'm not mad at Auditing America. I'm not. Okay. Thank you. By the way, Crazy Boxers. Thanks, Whitney. But I'm not mad at Auditing America. I have no reason to be mad at Auditing America, okay? Here's the thing. I always tell people, when Joe Luna got arrested, I said, don't go get arrested again. There's no point to it. One person gets arrested for the cause, that's enough. If two people with a camera get arrested, there's no one to share the story. So, hi, Kate. It was, first of all, I don't blame him. He's been targeted by the cops. He's been assaulted by the cops, and he was right there. You know what? When Antifa came at me the first time, he said, get away from him. Don't touch him. Afterwards, at A1, he went right to the police station. He was waiting there for hours. He lives in Rhode Island. He was catching another ride home. What can he do? I'm not mad at him. at all. You know, why would I be mad? Why would I be mad at him? If I saw the police, I mean, if the role was reversed, I don't know, like I would have definitely jumped in there, but that wouldn't have changed anything. So I don't know where you get that I'm mad at Auditing America. I was upset because I felt like I was alone, but that's not specifically, you know, to Auditing America. Would I miss Doug? Someone peed on somebody's feet? Listen, he did what he did. He made the choice that he made, and afterwards he put the word out there and started spreading the word. So I would rather he be free to help tell everybody what happened to me than get arrested and have less people know and less awareness. So I don't really mind, you know. And Enrique is one of my closest friends. He got me started on this journey, and I hold nothing against him. You know, he did what he did. Dog. No thanks. Hey, Marty, if you have a phone lying around that I can use, please hit my email address up, Marty Crystal Floyd. It's josha1487@gmail.com. Again, that's Josh, the letter A, 1487@gmail.com. David, oh my God. So yes, do you have my email address, David? Thank you so much, Kate. Guys, listen, I really don't want you to... Okay, where is it? That's Kate did that. Okay, thanks, Kate. I really don't want you to put anything in the super chat just because I have no way to access it for like another 6 weeks. It's really, really hard to do, and they charge you a lot of money. So if you can put the money on PayPal, then that's absolutely fine. If you can't, then please just support me emotionally, because all of this money I would only want to go towards my legal case. I wouldn't be able to touch it for 6 to 8 weeks, so I wouldn't be able to use that for my legal case then, and you would get charged extra money for doing it. So please, if you can do it on PayPal, that's great. If not, emotional support is just as important, if not more. Hold on. Here's the thing about ugly. Just like beauty, it's in the eye of the beholder. And Josh, you are beautiful to me in no home sense of a way. Guys, here's what I like to say to people, like Miranda. Hey, Miranda, I'd like to thank you. All right? Because without ugly in the world, there would be no beauty. So thanks for your sacrifice. Am I with you, Accountability for Chicago? What do you mean? They made up quite a few. I've never been convicted of a crime. We addressed that in my live stream. I went over all the things I've ever been arrested with. And the fact that I have no convictions, it's all public record. So, you know, you can go ahead and get yourself a background check. I think it's about $1. And you can go ahead and run and see it. I don't have another bail for it to be revoked. I just got bailed. I mean, if I get arrested, I would violate my bail. So I obviously don't want to get arrested, but if I do, I mean, I'm not going to be going out looking to get arrested. I mean, if I do for, you know, this cause, then I can't change that. What's up? Oh, Carl the Tyrant Pounder. Okay, John Doe says, you think this is worth it, getting a record for YouTube? Yes. In a sense of how we're asking the question. I don't think it's, you know, I don't ever want to get charged or anything, but is it worth it to get arrested and have a have a record for YouTube? Here's the thing, John. That's a great question. And here's how I look at it. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I could win, I could lose. There's always the opportunity for both, and I think I'm going to win absolutely 100%. But here's the thing. I was filming. I was practicing a constitutionally protected activity, and it's absolutely worth it to me to either have that on my record or not, because I stood up for my freedom. Because you know what? It starts with them assaulting me and baiting me and arresting me for filming in a mass illegal arrest. And then it ends with, you know, more loss and more rights. It's my freedom. Give me freedom or give me death. Listen, 49ers Empire. I don't... Thank you, Classy. I'm not upset, and I don't judge anyone that's taken a deal. Hold on a sec. I didn't hear an order to disperse before the cops started arresting people. Was there one? No, there was actually another hour for the city permit for that protest. So that's why we were there. There was no disperse order given. How high on heroin am I right now? Sometimes people, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Natalie Wood, let's do something. I'll go down to Walgreens right now and I will buy a store-bought drug test. If I pass the test, you have to go on in front of the world and let me post it saying you're a vicious slam pig whore. And if I fail the drug test for any substance, including marijuana, I will shut my YouTube page down. How about that? So, anyways, before I was answering a question. I have a beautiful mouth. Thank you, Kate West. There you go, Doug. No thanks. Someone had a great comment, and I was just posting on it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. People trying to post my personal address. There was no disperse order. Nope, we got that. So I missed the question I was addressing before. Mulder and Scully, what's going on, man? John Doe, another great question. Who was one of my favorite auditors before I started? Oh, plea deals. Yes, thank you, Rose. So 2 questions, and I'll come right back to you, John Doe. So, guys, remind me John Doe's question in a minute. Molly Laws, thank you so much. So, my favorite auditor, I would say my favorite auditors are, for different reasons, Eric Brandt is my favorite. James Freeman, San Joaquin Valley Transparency, and then I got on to Auditing America, obviously. But I'd have to say my favorite is a tie between James Freeman and them. Oh, Turtle Boy Sports. Well, I'm a police informant. Oh, guys, let's address Turtle Boy Sports. Aiden Kearney, he runs Turtle Boy Sports. He used to be a high school teacher. Well, Aiden Kearney was a high school teacher until he was forced to resign because he had inappropriate relations and harassment with one of his students. So he resigned and he got himself a full pension. Well, that started coming out public, and Aiden Kearney of Worcester wound up losing some of those benefits. And the young lady who he allegedly sexually assaulted, I've actually been in touch with. So, Turtle Boy Sports, I got a nice little story coming out on you, and that'll be released very soon. I'm speaking to Bristol Turtle Bitch. Hi, Bristol Turtle Bitch. How many, people have you aborted in your life, Turtle Bitch? Okay? turtle bitch. So your boss, Aiden Kearney, let's get this down to brass tacks. The guy he's forced to leave a high school teaching job because he allegedly fondles a young girl, okay? And then he denies being part of Turtle Boy Sports, okay? He denies his own company. He says, oh, I'm only with advertising, right? And then when he has no money because he loses his pension because he's allegedly sexually assaulting people, then he says he's with Turtle Boy Sports, okay? And then I get assaulted at my house, okay? And Turtle Boy Sports posts a couple threats online. So the assault is furthered. A 17-year-old kid is the one who commits the assault, is the one who's driving. And in the redacted police report that I have, he actually names Turtle Boy, okay? So this is not me saying it. This is the person who's driving the car. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I mean, I guess if you call an informant because someone assaults me, I'll tell the police or I'll stand up for what's right. You know, here's the thing. Turtle Boy Sports, what they like to do is they like to say that I pretend to be some poster child that's never been in trouble. And I claim to be some, you know, like, here's the thing. And their information, you know, to expose me as having a past and been arrested before, was posts from my own Facebook page. So I'm trying to hide my past from the world, and the proof they have of this is public posts that I released. Turtle Boy Sports is a fucking joke. Alright, how about this? I've been up for 3 weeks and I have more subscribers than all your channels. You're a fucking joke. And I don't even want to talk about you anymore because I don't want anyone to go to your site. By the way, Turtle Boy Sports, between Turtle Boy Daily and Turtle Boy Sports, I'd like to thank you for the 14% of views that I got from external sources. Fucking joke. Harassing fucking high school kids. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Turtle Boy just got caught in a lie. He did not name Turtle Boy. Redacted police report will be released. Moron. Right? He's representing a company he was afraid to even say he was a part of until he lost all of his teaching pension. Because allegedly, he loves high school girls. You're supposed to love high school kids when you're a high school teacher. You're just not supposed to go down on them. Terrible. Molly LOLs. Yeah, I was going to. I apologize. Can you just click on the super chat? Go to Rod Weber. Violently arrested at Straight Pride. It shows your arrest at 26-second mark. Thank you so much, guys. Hold on 1 second. Molly LOLs has sent something to me. She's given me a link, and I apologize. Sometimes it's hard for me to follow this stuff because there's so many things coming in. So hold on. We're going to check out the link she's talking about right now. All right. Boston Stringer Media. Here we go. And it is called, go to Rod Weber. Rod Weber -2B. Molly, I'm having trouble finding this video. Rod Weber. I'm looking up just a channel for Rod Weber, see if I can find it now. Hold on, I'm going to put it on the screen. Rod Weber. Maybe him right here. Alright, let's see if I can find this video you're talking about. Here we go. Violently arrested at Straight Pride protest at the 26-second mark.
So what's the next step, guys? Did you give an order to disperse, or are you just chilling out? You gonna kettle us in? What's this given?
Oh, is this the actual guy I was arrested with? Okay.
You're here for redress of the grievances. You are the closest thing that they have to a representative of the government. Now, they can't talk to Donald Trump. They can't talk to Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit. Shit.
Oh, that's beautiful, guys.
They're coming. They're coming.
That's beautiful.
Hey, what are you doing? You're under arrest. What for? What for?
All right, let's go back, guys.
You are the closest
So you can
thing
see
that they have
clearly
to a representative of the government.
without the
Now,
glare.
they
Hold
can't
on,
talk to
guys.
Donald Trump. They can't talk to
Look, I want to see if I can get rid of the glare for you here so we can get a really good shot of this video. Guys, this is perfect. Okay, let me see if I can hide the glare. That's a little bit better, right? I'm like trying to hide the glare with my body. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it better this way. Better? Better? I think that's kind of better. Hold on. Let's try it this way. No, there's just too much glare, but I can't see anywhere else. Here we go. It's probably the best I can get it.
Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit. Shit.
Guys, that's great. Like, Rod Webber actually has phenomenal footage because these guys just straight come up and assault me. Look at, they're choking him. They're choking him. Let's watch again.
The government. Now, they can't talk to Donald Trump. They can't talk to Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit. Shit.
Okay, look. I'm not doing anything. He just comes right up to me and gets hands-on for no reason. I'm actually filming, okay? So you can say, oh, I hate this computer. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm doing nothing wrong here.
Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit.
Okay, so I'm filming him. Now the cop just runs up to me.
Shit.
Hold on, let's try and get a still shot. Right, so I'm just filming. I got hands on in front of me, hands on behind me.
They're coming.
Disgusting. And they choke him. Look at that. Choke him. I'm going to leave him a comment. It's just disgusting. Disorderly product, check this out, man. Check out what they do. This is the best shot of me getting arrested to show that I wasn't being disorderly and that I wasn't committing a crime. You got to see this. Check this out.
It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit.
There I am to his left. You're going to see the cops just run up to me. There I am. I just get grabbed from behind for filming. Now this fucking tyrant right here, watch this. Can we see what happened to my phone in that?
Shit. Nancy Pelosi.
See if we can see what happens to my phone.
You want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit. Shit.
Hits the ground. This cop picks it up right there. You seen? Can we get a look at his face? He just picked up my phone and grabbed it. Now he runs away so he can go try and delete the footage. Little did he know he was live. Disgusting. Hold on. Straight pride arrests. See if anything shows up in that. There's a whole bunch of stories out there. Here we go. I don't know if they named me. Let's check it out. This is major news.
It just feels good next to my
Let's check and see if they have anything on me.
It gives me.
The so-called Straight Pride Parade kicked off with a large Trump 2020 float.
I believe in what President Trump is doing for the country.
Even some watching assumed it was a political rally. This is a straight pride parade. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Did it make any difference?
Organizers bill this as a parade to celebrate heterosexuals.
Literally standing next to a girl who's got a swastika on her left arm. She's flashing it as she walks through the crowd. And you tell me they don't stand with Nazis.
But many protesters and LGBTQ groups say it's a thinly veiled attempt to spread hate.
There's people walking around with Nazi tattoos. It's just unbelievable that our country protects people that have Nazi beliefs.
This is different than, say, white people celebrating whiteness.
White? There you go, right away. No. You went right to that. You said white. Why did you say white?
Parade organizer John Hugo says the critics of his rally are wrong.
There's only one race, I'll say it again, the human race.
Controversial former Breitbart news editor Milo Yiannopoulos served as the Grand Marshal. Afterwards, he fired up a crowd at City Hall Plaza. Despite a handful of arrests, the demonstration was relatively peaceful as thousands of protesters drowned out the marchers, hoping to counter their message.
There's more LGBT people here supporting.
She was the one in my face.
This march than there are straight people.
A group of an estimated couple hundred joined this parade today, and organizers say they will be back next year. In Boston, John Atwater, WCVB News Center 5.
They don't actually talk about the arrest, though. About my arrest. I don't think there's anything, like, other than the videos I've shown you guys. Hold on, let's check this one out. Straight Pride arrest. 7 hours ago.
It's great to be straight, the straight pride.
Heterosexual nonsense is
Oh, that's from somewhere else. So, guys. Whoa, Matt Smith, why are you saying fuck you to Ken Dalton? We don't talk that way to Ken Dalton. No, you're dumb, Christian man. I said I did work 71 hours a week, which is correct. And then I also explained that I got stabbed, and I no longer do that, so I do this full time. So you look like an idiot opening your mouth about something you know nothing about because you're an idiot. That's number one. There's no contradiction to the fact that you're an idiot. And you should have been spit out, farted out, whatever. You should get an apple in your mouth and be spit roasted because nobody likes you and your parents are ashamed of you. Okay. The police are doing nothing wrong here? Let me check. I want to see if I read that right. Hold on, guys. The police did nothing wrong. 1320 Steelers says the police did nothing wrong. They arrested me. They assaulted me. They maced me. They hogtied me. They violated my civil rights because I was filming, which is legal in a public place. But they did nothing wrong. I'm across the street at the time. My video on Zoom looks like the police were behind Josh, one cop pushing him back. Yeah, so that's what happened, right? The cops came up behind me, and the other cop pushed me into them so they were just trying to trump something up because they have no life and their parents hate them. Well, let's see what my battery looks like. 11%. phone's charging so slow, but I want to go take a walk right now. Yeah, that's Turtle Boy's a loser. David, so, Tow Truck Girl is sick right now. Is there any way that I can give you gas money and you can meet me in the Wakefield area? My only issue is that, I don't have insurance on her car to drive, so I don't want to drive her vehicle, and if she's sick or something like that and she needs to go to a hospital or whatever, I just don't want to leave her without a car. Is there any possible way that you could meet me here? And I would be glad to give you gas. David, okay. So I can meet you anywhere. I'm in Wakefield, but I'll be happy to walk anywhere here if we could do that. Perfect. Someone just said Auditing America just released a video. I don't know if they mean yesterday, but I'm going to check right now to see if they have a video. Hold on. Auditing America. I'm being disorderly. I was arrested for disorderly conduct. I'm not allowed to drive? What do you mean? Are you telling me I'm not allowed to drive, David? I don't understand. No, I actually wasn't resisting arrest. You can see in the video. You can say whatever you want to try and, like, just make things up, but it's on video, so you look really dumb. I cannot legally drive. What do you mean? I have a driver's license. I'm really super confused. Well, not in this car. I don't have any insurance on this vehicle. But I can drive a vehicle. I don't understand. What are you saying I can't drive? No, I'd really like to know, because people tell me, like, what I can and can't do. Like, are you specifically telling me that I'm not legal to drive? Like, what are you telling me? Who has a DUI? I don't. I have no convictions on my record. I certainly don't have a DUI. All right, David. So let's do a little deal, David. Same deal as I gave the other woman. You put something out showing that my license is, I guess you're saying it's revoked, suspended, or they took it or something like that. You put something out there showing my license is suspended, and I will close down my channel. I prove that my license is valid and I have a real quick way to do it, and, well, you won't pay me because I know you'll probably just be a coward and you won't pay. You have to tell everyone in this chat room that you're a sperm burping, butthole loving tyrant sniffer. Okay? No? Didn't think so. Alright. So just for that, I'm now going to block you. You had your chance. You don't want to say anything. So now, David unzees nuts all over his face is what he likes. I love it. I'm not allowed to drive. I have people all day telling me that I'm not allowed to do things. Like, I don't know who decides what I'm not allowed to do. That's why I was confused. Is he telling me I can't drive? Is somebody else telling me I can't drive? Like, I can't even deal with it. You can't prove it and they have to lie. I did. 3 weeks. I did. Open book here, folks. Thanks, Antonio. I'm your spirit animal? Hey, you know what? I made it, like, someone told me that my spirit animal should be a peacock. I think it's pretty funny. Google does know everything. I've seen you drive the rental. Which rental? I don't even think I have had a rental recently. You're right, John. Yeah, I know I can drive. Josh, did you ever find out what happened with the woman the other day you met at the police station? Are we talking about the hooder-ups, that one? Thank you, Melissa. Do I drink and drive? I'll drink coffee. I mean, I had a couple drinks in Chicago to celebrate our trip, and that was like the first time I had drank in like forever. I don't do anything. I won't even take a Tylenol. Yes, no, I have no idea how that wound up happening because I had to go, I had something I had to do. 1320 Steelers, you want to know when my next audit is, but you were just telling me, like, I can't even deal with people. P. McKinley, who's harassing you for donating to me? By the way, I can't... the Bain Act is in California. I guess the closest thing you can get to the Bain Act is the Caniff legal reference from Boston, but the Bain Act isn't really effective here. It's California law. Big Ham. I guess, you know, some bars will have a 3 or 4 drink maximum, but there's no drink limit. It's ABC, the alcohol blood content, depending on how much alcohol. So a 0.08 and up is illegal to drive in the state of Massachusetts. So if you have a 0.08 or up, you can't drive. So it's not really like a drink thing so much. It's more of how much you drink. Okay, McKinley, what happened? I want to find out what happened to... Someone was harassing him. Thank you, Squatter. Squared deal taught. Thank you. P. McKinley. So, who is harassing you, P. McKinley? Got my email and telling me to kill myself. I'm a cancer patient. Who did this to you? P. McKinley, who said that to you? And you got an email saying that you should die from you should kill yourself because you donated to me? I'm really upset by this. Really pissed off right now. Guys, let's give McKinley a second. I'd really like to hear what he has to say. Let's give P. McKinley the floor, please. I really need to see what he has to say and what was said to him. And if we can find that it was from Turtle Boy, I will roast them. Legally, of course. I'm really angry right now. Mr. McKinley, Activate Blue is the name. She, not he. Okay, and Activate McKinley, can you tell me exactly what she said? Did she say... can you send me the email? Yes, that's a great idea. Thanks, David, and thank you, Carmen. Could you please... Sorry, guys, got disconnected. She was found criminally liable and negligent with his death. because she told him to kill himself. That is a crime. That is not free speech, and I need that email, please. I need that email. Because I would really like to figure out who sent this to you. Yes, please do so. This is not going to be tolerated, and I thank you for standing strong while dealing with this cancer. My father, I really haven't come out about this, but this guy was showing up to the house earlier. Somehow he found out about my dad's condition, and he was screaming outside, I hope he dies from cancer of the asshole. My dad's a vet, okay? He was in the UDT, underwater demolitions team, later transferred to be the SEALs. My mother's a teacher. Someone can't help that they get cancer. Just like someone can't help that they are born gay or straight. Just like someone can't help if they're born without missing an arm or a leg. I'm sorry, a female you are. And that's absolutely terrible. It disgusts me. Disgusts me that they would attack you for having cancer. I'm thoroughly disgusted right now, and I want to contact the police department. No, they shouldn't. Yeah, Scott from production. Obviously, I don't have my phone right now, but oh, you know what? I don't have access to my email. I don't have access to my email. I'm telling people to email me and I don't have access to it. You know what? Scott from production is my friend on Facebook. And why don't you send it to me on Facebook Messenger, okay? Send it to me and send me screenshots on Facebook Messenger because I want to contact that police department that's near that city and I want them to be made aware of that immediately. So she said he should kill herself. So the police are going to be kind of weary. Here's the thing. They won't do anything because this person said that, but if she was to harm herself based off that email, they would do something about it. The too little, too late routine doesn't work when it comes to somebody's life, or somebody's safety. And I'm not going to take it. Any attack against any of my subscribers, oh, a cute little puppy. Any attack against any of my subscribers is an attack against me personally. Because like I said, I am not accountability for all. We are accountability for all. And this disgusts me. Jessica. Hi, Jessica. We're going to make it up to Connecticut and Chicago, but now we're on hold because of my court date. P. McKinley, do you have a GoFundMe page or anything like that? Yeah, you're right. Actually, it is cyberbullying. Thank you, Miss Lay. Oh my God, I would never even thought of that. Do you have a GoFundMe page? P. McKinley, do you have a GoFundMe page that folks can donate to help you in any way, shape, or form? Listen, I will live after my arrest, okay? I will live after this. Anyone that was going to support me financially, I would much rather that goes to P. McKinley, so she can bring awareness to her situation and her vile harassment and maybe help with any medical issues or expenses that she has. So please, do you have a Facebook page? Okay. If you need any help at all, I would suggest and I would ask you to give me either a GoFundMe page. I can help you set one up or instruct you how to do so. Maybe Matt, the IT guy, can help you do that if you have trouble. I'm sure you can find it yourself. It's pretty easy. You set up a PayPal account. And I would ask that anyone watching this broadcast, if they plan on giving me any donations for my legal issue, I would thank you very much for that thought and that sentiment, and I would instead ask you to donate to Miss McKinley so she can so she can get some legal help and she can get some medical help and stuff like that. Okay? Disgusting. Leopold, I appreciate that, but I'm not a hero. Leopold says Josh needs a lawyer for his court date, but he's such a gentleman that he wants people to take that money and donate it to this woman. Not because I'm a patriot. It really has nothing to do with me being a patriot. It has to do with the fact that this poor young lady is not only going through a life-altering situation, but she's going through it, and she's having people, and she donated to me. So she's going through this pain because she donated to me and because people are doing this. It absolutely disgusts me. Disgusts me. I've told you guys that I hate liars and bullies over anything else, and that makes me fucking livid. I couldn't think of a name, so I chose this one. I can't abuse a child. But I suffer from mental illness. Thank you for what you do. When you come to New Jersey, they harass me. All citizens and go hands-on. Well, I couldn't think of a name. I'd like to apologize for what you went through. I believe that child neglect is the worst form of terrorism in this country and in this world. It breaks my heart that you went through that, but I want you to know something. No, you're not blocked. I can see your things. I want you to know something. You're not alone, okay? Now, I haven't went through that issue myself, so I don't know what it's like. And I can't even lie to you and say that I could imagine what that's like, because I couldn't imagine what that's like. All I can tell you is that for someone to take your innocence and someone to violate you in a time where you're supposed to grow and enjoy life, at a time when you're innocent and you're growing into yourself, for them to do that, it disgusts me. I couldn't think of a name. And we're with you. We're here. We are here. We, the people, back you up. And you're never alone. So 1320, you're about 2 seconds away from me getting rid of you permanently. Alright? So, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a weekly chat, a weekly discussion. And if you ever need to talk, and you ever need somebody to listen, that's your platform. Okay? I don't know, Big Ham. It's illegal for them to tap your phone without If 1320 Steelers is gonna go watch something he likes, the gay pride parade's over. You talk about free speech no matter what, then follow it by, I'm banning you permanently. Well, here's the thing. I've let you ramble on and on and on about bullshit that nobody wants to hear. The only person that wants to hear 1320 talk is 1320. That's number one. Number two, you're calling someone a bitch, okay? One of my moderators. You're not going to come onto my channel and talk to my moderators in that fashion, because I take that as harassment. And it actually goes against the YouTube community guidelines. So you want to tell me I suck and all this other shit, that's fine. But you're not going to disrespect me and disrespect my mods and my subscribers on my fucking channel spouting that bullshit out your mouth. Alright? So you can shut it or say something that's acceptable, but you're a bitch goes against the YouTube guidelines, and I'm not going to have my channel put into jeopardy or have my mods be spoken to like that by you. So free speech does not cover harassment and bullying. So make like a Michael Jackson video and fucking beat it, loser. Thank you, Mulder and Scully. And here's the other thing. Don't say nothing to any of my subscribers that you wouldn't say to my face, 1320. And I will tell you one thing. When you're hiding behind your phone, when no one knows what your face looks like, you might think you're a telephone tough guy with the fastest thumbs wherever the fuck you're from. By the way, Steelers, right? Steelers 1320. Well, kind of like Turtle Boy. What was he doing out there? Raping women? Is that what Roethlisberger was doing? Anyways, don't say anything about my moderators or my subs or about me that you wouldn't say to my face. All right? Because I can promise you this. You wouldn't say it to my face. Because you know I wouldn't take it. So stop being scared to death. Because you don't want these hands. I promise you, I've lost fights. I've won them. But my attendance record is fucking perfect. And he hasn't been deleted yet, so what's the matter? He had a case of diarrhea of the mouth, and now he got himself some mouth X-Lax. What's the matter? I'm waiting for you, 1320. You haven't been muted yet. I did used to box, yeah. I'm just waiting. If you don't say something now, I'm going to boot you. Just because you were all tight. Here we go. Alright, there we go, 1320. So let me ask you a question. Would you ever come to my face, right? And you know I'll stand down a crowd of 40 Antifas and cops. Would you ever look me in the eyes and call me a bitch? Think very carefully of your response. Think very carefully. I'm waiting, 1320. I'm responding to you right now. 1320. Would you ever look me in the eyes, face to face, not hiding behind your phone, and say, Josh, you're a bitch? Would you ever do it? I'm waiting for you. Nothing to say. Right. Oh, now it's Bud. I'm not going back to scroll and waste my time through your messages. Now it's Bud. How about this? I'm not going to go through your messages. Here's what I'll do. If you'd like, I can come to New Jersey. And, you can walk right up to me and you can call me a bitch. Okay. So, thanks, Derek. I don't even know. What was this guy's stupid question? I have to go scroll through all these messages because I really want to see what his excuse is. Listen, subscribe for no reason. 1320 has had his freedom of speech, and that's fine. I don't care. He can say whatever he wants to say. However, you won't bully people. You won't violate community guidelines. So, if, you know, breaking news, I'm sorry, but turn the volume, man. Turn the volume down. Because right now, I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. Like, you can say I suck if you want. I don't care. But you're not going to come on here and use that type. Like, that's harassment and bullying, and it goes against YouTube guidelines. So, you said you had a question for me, and now you're all tired. Alright, so what's hypocritical? Now we can talk. What's hypocritical? 1320. What do you feel is hypocritical? Now we're talking like adults now. Okay? Well, what was his reason? Subscribe for no reason. I have no idea what his point is. Because all we're doing is name calling, right? And now I'm getting all fired up. So what is his point? Let's address his point. Now that we're all calm and we're talking like adults. It's not freedom of speech. It's Jay's channel. Okay, do you understand the news uses the free speech box also? Okay, so you don't feel like typing it again. I can't go back. Right, okay. Anyways. So, anyways, listen. If I, if I censored people's free speech, this conversation wouldn't be happening right now. How many channels do you watch where someone says one bad thing about the person on the channel and they're gone, right? The only thing I ask is that you don't bully people, number one. You don't harass people, number two. You don't engage or elicit criminal instigation, and you don't violate the YouTube community guidelines, okay? So you can say I suck, I'm a loser, blah, blah, blah. If you call somebody else a bitch under the YouTube community guidelines, that violates the guidelines, okay? That's number one. Number two, you're harassing someone and bullying them. So if you go there, you'll get, and you know what? You went there, and the stream's still rolling. So anyone that says I censor free speech is kind of crazy. I'm not sure what your point is that something's hypocritical, but, you know, moving on. Subscribe. I'm with you, bud. I'm just not sure what you're talking about. You have to understand there's so many comments coming through. And, you know, I'm looking at the camera and stuff. I'm not sure what the point was. But if someone would be, you know, kind enough to restate the point, I'll be glad to address it. We'll make an open forum right now to answer questions and all that stuff. Listen, 1320, it's nothing against you personally, okay? But, you know, I've been bullied and beaten and browbeaten and just, you know, to the point of excess. And my moderators and my subscribers, including you, 1320, support me. And I'm just tired of the bullying and the harassing. And, you know, when I see something like that against people that you know, yeah, sticks and stones may break your bones, right? But harassment, you know, is not accepted. Yeah, we're not telling people to kill themselves. I deserve to be bullied and beaten. All right, well, that's freedom of speech, so good luck with that, Evan. I get people telling me that I deserve to be killed and beaten, and I'm not banning them or muting them. So I have a real problem with people telling me that I censor free speech. So, open forum, go ahead. Oh, Derek, I like that Rihanna quote right there. Hot tow truck girl is moving, yes. Okay, Tom Zebra got some money. We want to see this Josh when he audits. Which Josh is that? Massachusetts was the arrest. I did not get my phone back. I am using my passion for good, Mr. Wonderful. I'm using my passion to fight for freedom of speech and equality amongst Americans, guaranteed under the Constitution of the United States. And if you think that auditing does nothing, I disagree. I disagree, and we've proven that. Prove people wrong and be better than they think you can be. Then their bullying and harassing could mean less. Yeah, man. So the bullying and harassing doesn't really mean, like, and I could care less what people say about me, but it's bullying and harassing. We just had someone tell someone with cancer to go kill themselves. You know, there's just some stuff that we're not going to take. They will get in trouble for violating my rights. Thank you, Video Tourist. Thanks, G-Dog. I am going to court, Derek. Tuesday. I got my name in red by calling everyone a snowflake. What does your name in red mean, Chris? Chris says I got my name in red by calling everyone a snowflake. So Trump said, I've had a couple conversations and I've actually gotten a little bit upset because it took me 4 hours, guys. Thank you, Trump said, for bringing this up. It took me 4 hours on the phone with YouTube to get somebody unblocked. And I went through the messages to find what they said. Someone had taken a screenshot and he was making a joke. He's like, what did you take? Too much Adderall today? Calm down. You're acting weird or something like that. And he got banned. And he did not do anything to get banned in my eyes. So it took me 4 hours to get a hater put back on the chat. So that's why, you know, the mods need to be... I removed wrenches for a couple hours and then put them back. Hey, David. I am not aware of who David Boren is, so I can't give a comment. I don't know him. Mr. Wonderful. So harassing is what the cops did to me. My freedom of speech allows me to say pretty much whatever I want as long as I'm not threatening them. But you know what? You're going to have a tough point to get across because in my video, I'm actually not speaking to anyone. I'm filming somebody else talk, and then I get rushed up on from behind, and then I get beaten and maced. So, let me make sure I show them a little bit more respect next time, okay? Ow! Boom! 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 Oh, flashlight! Boom! Thank you for being so nice. Please. What's up, Maggie? Ignoring isn't cool. Ignoring isn't cool, Josh. I don't know what you mean. What's the point of what, Melvin? I want to get one question at a time. Okay, Mike Griffin. Right, Mr. Wonderful. He says he reports and not supports, but he did the opposite. Mike, I think you're also going to have a tough point to make, Mike. So, and I think here's why you're going to have a tough point to make. I went to that rally to report, which I did. Now, I supported the side of righteousness. So, I didn't support Antifa. I reported on Antifa. And when they were getting illegally dispersed, I stood with them and I captured it. But, you know, I don't give a side either way. The only dog I have in the fight is freedom. So if you'd like to give me an example of where you feel that I chose a side or I supported, not reported, please let me know and we can chat about that. No? You're right, the pen and the sword. You're right about that. Mike Griffin, yeah, but you say fuck the cops, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so you made a great point, Mike. So let's talk about your point. Okay, now Mike was saying that he's saying Josh says he's there to report, not support, but I did the opposite. And I said, well, I'm not sure what you mean. Could you please give a little bit more? And he said, yeah, but you say F the cops, etc., etc. They went after all the big mouths first. Okay, Mike Griffin, and here's I'm talking about 5 minutes before you got arrested. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Okay, so Mike, and I think that you made your point for me. You're looking at this in a moral sort of way. Maybe it wouldn't be moral for me to have told them to not go F themselves. Maybe it would have been moral for me to have stayed quiet and to not, verbally given them judo. And what you're saying in essence is, you said the big mouths got arrested first. If I had stayed quiet, I would not have been arrested. So what you're saying is, I have the right to free speech, but I shouldn't exercise my rights, because if I do, the police will violate them. In essence, if I stayed quiet, I'd be fine. So I should have known they would have violated my rights and made sure that I didn't use them. So I think that's my point made. Morally, is calling someone, names and stuff like that, or talking to the cops the way I did, is that right? It comes down to morally, their feelings don't trump my rights. And at the time that I got arrested, I wasn't doing anything. I mean, it was pure, and your point also shows it was pure retaliation. If something did happen to... Huh? Hold on a sec, guys.
Please don't put me on camera. I'm here, David Diaz with him.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Hold on a sec, guys. Oh my God, man, hold on 1 second. Dude, I was like, sorry, I've had people coming up to the house and stuff. Hold on, guys. I just have someone here in the car. Hold on 1 second. I just don't want to get this person on film. Hold on. It's a friend. Don't worry. Touch base, let me know when you're out of here safe. Hey guys, sorry about that, but the most amazing thing just happened to me, okay? And this has just blown my mind. So I've been having some issues, obviously my phone. The police censored my phone. They took my phone, they stole my phone, and I've been sitting out in front of the house because I'm afraid something's gonna happen, to me, to a tow truck girl, or something like that. So a couple of people have been asking me if they could let me use a phone or some stuff like that. Well, a subscriber named David Diaz, he's been, with me for quite a long time, been watching my stuff, supporting me. Someone knocked on my window and said, hey, put the phone down. And I'm like, what? What's going on? Who's this? And then he said his name, and I was like, oh my God, okay. I thought for a second it was that guy that was driving around the house earlier. And check this out, guys. I'm gonna be very careful with it. It's a Samsung that's on the same service that I have now, okay? So I can just put a new SIM card in it, put my number in it, and I'm back in business to be able to record. And I thank you, David Diaz, for doing what you do. That's really awesome, guys. And now, because of a very helpful person like that, we have a phone, okay? And we can get back on track and start recording. And I will keep this phone in pristine condition to make sure that it stays in the same condition that he gave it to me. Guys, this is beautiful. I mean, besides a tiny little crack, I'm surprised he's able to keep his phone in this good condition. When he, you know, I'm all about, you know, public and stuff like that, but he's, you know, he's working, he doesn't really want to be on camera. So when I redo the video, you know, I'm gonna just blur his face out. But you know, David Diaz is just a great guy. Really appreciate David Diaz for what he did here today. I mean, how awesome is that, guys? And this is the community that we're doing this in. You know, this is a community where together, you know, people are getting together. Hi, puppy. People are getting together and, you know, they're helping each other. And that's really super important. And that just moved me. That just moved me, okay? And I'm just so happy and so ecstatic because now I can get right back to work. I can get right back to work. And you know, there's nothing more important than that. And I didn't want to get him unfit. He was working. I don't want him to get in trouble. So please forget, if you did see David Diaz's face, please forget that you ever saw it, okay? I got my whole family addicted to accountability for all. You got your whole family addicted to accountability for all. Well, please don't ever get rehab if that's the case. Yeah, David Diaz, thank you so much. This is Jaybird number 2. How many Jaybirds? So I have checked it out. So I got a message from someone named Jaybird saying, hey, you gave the wrong Jaybird a wrench. So I went to the original Jaybird I thought I had spoken to, and I said, hey, could you tell me how we first met, like a security question? Oh, Jaybird, by the way, I can't accept any messages from you. For some reason, certain people on my Accountability for All Messenger, it won't allow me to send responses. So Jaybird, the real Jaybird, please stand up. Please send me a friend request on my personal Facebook. So that way I can accept that request and be able to continue contact. Just make sure if you get your other phone back, there's nothing on that wasn't there before. Yep. So Mike Griffin, anyways, I spoke to the Jaybird with the J on his name, and then I went back to Facebook Messenger, Accountability for All Messenger. I saw his picture, and that's that Jaybird. So, and that's the original Jaybird that said, hey, you know, I love your channel. Could you make me a moderator? So I don't know if this is another Jaybird. There's just a lot of Jaybirds, I guess, today. So Mike Griffin, thank you very much for voicing your opinion. Thank you, Mike Griffin. And listen, I really appreciate you voicing your opinion. And like I said, even if it doesn't agree with mine necessarily, I super appreciate you doing it, man. And you know, having a real conversation and having a real opportunity to talk with me. And oh, hold on a second, guys. Josh, I was your 9th subscriber. Just wanted to say you have come a long way in a short time. You're doing great, brother. Thanks for everything. Well, Jason D, I appreciate it, and thank you so much. You know, I get a lot of comments, and it's hard to keep up with them all. But when I scroll through them, if I can't get to everyone, I try and you know, reply to the people that have been with me for as long as they have, and I consider you guys a family. And Jason, thank you so much, man, for being there right from the beginning. You know, I still remember, you got Joe Luna, Flower Girl Deb, Hans Gruber, Geo George 2, Kate West, David Diaz has been around for quite some time, Jaybird. I'm just trying to think of a lot of the originals. Some people have come and gone. Some people have moved on, Tyler, and you know, it's their right to do so. But I appreciate everyone that's in there. And Flower Girl Deb has been an inspiration to me, Starman 7, right from the beginning. Fuck you. Hey, fuck you too! See? Fuck me. Let's see if he wants to say fuck me. This is what I mean, guys. I'm just walking down the street. Fuck you. That's his freedom of speech. So let's see if he wants to exercise that freedom further. Oh, now he'll take a right on red because he doesn't want me to catch up to him at the red light. Well, thanks, Mike Griffin. So he was going to take a left at the red light, then he saw me walking towards him, and he took a right at the red light. You're the OGJB, the original gangsta Jaybird. And then criticize them when they tried to disperse them. What's the word you used? Chastise, okay. So I chastised the police, not for not protecting me. I chastised them because they had a crowd of people that were doing the wrong thing, and then they targeted me because it's much easier to disperse one person than 50. They were cowards, and that's why I chastised them. And they didn't disperse us. They have to give us a legal order to disperse, and the permit for that rally extended another hour past my arrest. So they didn't have any legal right to disperse anyone from a public place anyway, so I couldn't have chastised them for something that they weren't legally within their capacity to do. But thank you for your opinion. I mean, you can see, everyone's watching this rally, and all of a sudden, tear gas deployed. One guy, it's funny because they attacked the wrong people, right? I'm not saying anything, they attack and assault me. And then this other guy, Rod Weber, he was on the megaphone saying, hey guys, listen, people aren't here against you. You know, you're our only, Trump's not here, whoever else isn't here, you're the only person that the people can speak to, and if you just ask us to disperse, we will, there doesn't need to be violence, let's use love, not hate, and then they start deploying tear gas. Like, hey, we'll leave if you want us to, we know you don't want to be here, we just want to peacefully get our point across, and their response to peacefully speaking is deploying tear gas and assaulting people. I didn't, Derek. Go ahead and post it again, please. Hello, Asperia. Hey, Rose. Rose Stacks. Thank you. Thank you, Asperia. Derek, I know you were one of my earliest subscribers, and I also know that you called in. I recognized your voice because I watch your videos when you called into the Kane show, and I have no problem giving you a wrench, as I know you're busy sometime doing your audits. I'd just like to, see you a little bit more in the chats, and why don't we say on the next live stream, I'll be happy to give you a wrench. Do you know a news channel on Twitter was reporting on the parade and you and Enrique were right in front of it? Thought you may want to check it out, reported. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. I appeared on the front page or something? It's possible. Hey Josh, do you know a news channel on Twitter was reporting on the parade and you and Enrique were right in front of it? Do you have a link to this, Tarek? Yeah, I'm not really worried about Vermin Supreme. His name says it all, Vermin, but whatever. Yeah, Derek, I recognize your voice right away, man. Right away. I had been watching your stuff. You know, and I even looked into it more, but when you called, I recognized your voice. We thought you were in Selmo for a second. I can't get off Facebook. I can't get on Facebook right now, Jaybird, because I am live. And I will as soon as I can. Thanks, Cody. Hold on a second. Just plugging in this iPhone. This iPhone will not charge while I'm on the live stream. That may be so, Dreams Lime. City that he was there at least that day. He gave me a really hard time, right? Like, if he's really about free speech, Vermin Supreme is watching me get assaulted by a crowd of people because I won't choose a side. I'm just there to support free speech. And he's making fun of me and all this stuff, which is his right to do so. But I think in that sense, he didn't do the right thing. But, you know, as is his right to choose. But I think there's a difference between free speech and my speech, right? Free speech is you're down for anybody. My speech is exactly what they said. And he said it also, if you watch the video. I think what he said was, if you don't support a side, you're choosing the wrong power or something like that. Yeah, Amagansett did. A friend. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. All right, well, okay, VMC, it's your right to say what you want in here, but you said stop smoking. You can't help if you die of cancer. We do have a couple folks in here that do have cancer. And, you know, you can just tell me to stop smoking. I appreciate it. I'm gonna... Yeah, I did. The shirt that's covered in pepper spray. I did. It's like this weird yellow brownish color. Indoor smokers! Hey, indoor smokers! www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. If one of the mods could put up the link, I'd appreciate it. Indoor smokers, did you see the video on what happened to me yesterday? Yeah, Joe Cash, I remember. On Messenger, on Accountability for All Messenger. It won't allow me to message you back. I know that. I can't send any messages. It says, for some people, I can't. So I need you to message me on my actual Facebook. What's up, indoor smokers? Yes, it is, man. It's on my page. Let me show you a sneak peek real quick. I got the laptop right in front of me, handy dandy laptop. You're going to be blown away by this, man. I got arrested straight up for no other reason than I called a cop a pig and I was filming. So here we go. Here we go, indoor smokers. Oh, really? I'm gonna do this again. Okay. Here we go.
I'm not sure I understand.
All right, indoor smokers, this is for you. I'm not connected to the internet. Well, I believe I am. And I don't know how to do this all over again. Guys, anyone have an iPhone? I do have a laptop. My laptop is... This is not my laptop. So let me ask you a question. Because I'm using a laptop, that means I can't afford a laptop? I don't understand. No, it wasn't in Chicago. It was in Boston, man. So what happened is the video is called I'm Arrested and Charged. It was from yesterday. And at the very end of the video, I'm straight up assaulted and arrested. I'm filming someone, and cops come up behind me, grab me, and the other cop starts pushing me. He puts me in zip ties. Puts me in zip ties, right? Like all the gouge and stuff in my hand. The EMTs had to come with a scalpel to remove them because they were so tight. I was assaulted. With the flashlights. They got me there. That's pretty gnarly. That's from their flashlight they were hitting me with. Okay? There. On my stomach as well. Maced me while I was in handcuffs in the back of the Paddy Wagon. Disgusting. Here, I got the video right now. We're gonna play it. Here we go, guys. Excuse me. So, hold on. Let's go to accountability for all. 1 second. There's people next to me. Hold on. All right, here we go. Accountability for all. Here it is, guys.
What's going on, guys? Josh with Accountability for All, and I'm back. Broadcast where, I'm here to report, not support. I got into a pretty big argument with one of the groups here, but, it actually got crazy.
I'm just going to fast forward towards when it happened.
Right now, I'm on the side of righteousness. So momentarily, no peace. Fuck the police.
So what's the next step, guys? Did you give an order to disperse, or are you just chilling out? Gonna kettle us in? What's this given? If you give an order, actually, people are much quicker to move, I think. If you're here for redress of their grievances, you are the closest thing that they have to a representative of the government. Now, they can't talk to Donald Trump, they can't talk to Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families.
Here it comes.
What are you doing?
So, that's one angle of what happened. And here's another one on Boston Stinger Media. Hold on, Boston. Here's an even better look at it. Here it goes. There I am, right there. Now let's watch again. Now watch. They grab me from behind or the cop pushes me. I'm just... So, guys, that's pretty disgusting. There was even another angle by Rod Weber. Here's another angle of me getting assaulted. Okay, guys? This angle is pretty good, too. There's a lot of angles about me being assaulted. Rod Weber. Alright, guys, let's check this out. Videos. Here we go. 26 seconds in.
Actually, people are much quicker to move, I think.
Here we go, guys.
It's you guys, and I know you don't even
right
want to be
here.
You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit. Shit. They're coming.
Look at them, choke them out.
What for? What for? Rod Weber, let him go. Please let that man go. What do you want me to do? Not cool. Be gentle with this man. No pain compliance is necessary. He is not resisting. The man is not resisting. So you hurt his leg. God damn it! God damn it!
this. Fuck. Yeah, I know, you got regular cups. What did I do? I was trying to say that I could talk to the protest. Come on, stand up. At length, could you please let me just be here for a minute, please? Please.
Oh, there goes his phone.
On yourself? No. Fuck! God damn it!
Disgusting, guys. Absolutely disgusting. We are under attack. Freedom has been assaulted head on, guys. We are the subject of an attack. An attack on freedom is an attack on our nation. It's disgusting. It's really disgusting. And the Wakefield police today supported terrorism also. It's really awful. Does this, hold on, just check something out real quick. We got a new phone here. I want to see if I can set it up. Just a lender. Yeah, we just got to get a SIM card in it, and it'll be ready to go. And I wanted the phone to charge as well, because I want to go to the police department and file a complaint today against the Wakefield police. The guy was being a tyrant terrorist. Did you guys see what happened this morning? I don't think they can dismiss at arraignment, Jack. I don't think they can dismiss a case at arraignment. Thank you, LS Bay Area. Okay. That'll be excellent. Well, in Mass, it's a little bit different here. I got bail, but they can ask for a higher bail, which is why I'm afraid to pay an attorney, because when I go into court, they could say, oh, well, he posted a $500 bail, a $540 bail. Well, you know, he resisted arrest and, you know, was disorderly, so we feel we need an extra, you know, $500. That's why I'm afraid to spend the money that people are sending me on the lawyer, in case, like, they want more bail. I just don't know what to do. I'm all the way about that life. It's www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. Hold on. Yep. www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. Yeah, I think you're right, Crystal. I think you're right. I just don't know, like, there's so many, I just don't know what to do, because it's just, like, the way that these cops do this. Hold on, I'm just signing into something. I'm trying to see if I can sign into my Google account. But I can't. So all my footage that I've had is pretty much gone. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I want to see if I can get into my Google account so I can get all the other videos that I had. But I can't. How much battery do I have right now? 8%. Oh my God, I want to keep this live stream going, but I don't know if I can sign into my Google. Oh my God. I don't even want to. I'm like afraid to go anywhere right now with the way these cops are doing and what they're doing. No, so what I did was on Naked Boy's phone, I signed in and said, we don't recognize this computer, choose one of the three. I couldn't have a text message sent to my phone because they have it. I couldn't have a call sent to my phone because they have it, so I chose the option to just confirm the number, which I did, and it let me in. However, it didn't let me in again after that. So I would be held until I could post bail. Straight pride folks were all the way gone. All the way gone. Can't get into my email because it's Gmail. I can't get into my email and I don't have my phone. I got it on one phone right now, and I'm using that person's phone today, and they can't have it. I actually had to rent the phone for the day. Like 4 hours, 5 hours I was arrested for. 5 hours, I think. I don't want to interrupt the live stream. Hey guys, check this out. Everyone please go to, here's what we're going to do. Everyone please go to Hot Tow Truck Girl, okay? Go to Hot Tow Truck Girl and subscribe to her right now, please. I'm going to be going live from her phone in just a second. Because I don't want to watch, like, I know the cops are out for me today, and people have been driving by, and I've had 4 or 5 people while I've been on this live stream with you guys pull over to say F me and, you know, a whole bunch of terrible shit, and I just don't want to risk it. So I'm Indoor Smokers, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Everyone's been super nice and super helpful. Like, I'm transparent. I was just under, so the bail is $540, and 2 people paid the bail together, and then we had to go borrow money because they needed the money right back. So they posted the bail for me, and then we had to go get someone to lend me money to pay them back. So bottom line, at the end of the day, right now, before Indoor Smokers, we had just under what my original bail was, and I figured if a lawyer is like $300 an hour, you know, I can be like, you know, hopefully it's not an hour. If it goes over, I'd have enough to cover an attorney for that day. Yeah, it's not. I can't get the ACLU because court opens Tuesday, and I can't get a hold of anyone before then. Yeah, I can't get into my Google. I'm trying right now. Son of a gun. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm going live from Hot Tow Truck Girl right now. I can't change my Mr. Wonderful. You are where you are because of your actions. Treat people better and people will treat you better. Okay, Mr. Wonderful, so I'm not going to change what you said. In essence, you just said, I got arrested and I got my civil rights violated because I practiced my civil rights. Maybe next time, if I don't practice my civil rights because I know the cops will violate them, I'll be better off. Do you see how ass backwards that sounds, Mr. Wonderful? Thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate it. But that's a disgusting way to look at it. You kidding me? Guys, get ready to click over to Get ready to click over to Hot Tow Truck Girl. Hold on, accountability for all. Alright guys, going live on Hot Tow Truck Girl in a second, so click on over there. I'm going to take a picture with you guys in the background here. You guys ready to click over? I want everyone to go to Hot Tow Truck Girl, please. Okay? Everyone go to Hot Tow Truck Girl. We're going live. Alright guys, already here. Perfect. Go ahead, everyone. Go ahead, go on over to Hot Tow Truck Girl. Alright? I'm going to end the live stream on this phone. What's going on, guys? Everyone here? Alright, I'm signing off of Accountability for All now. I'm on Hot Tow Truck Girl. Everyone, please go to Hot Tow Truck Girl's live stream. I'm live on there right now. Give people a second to follow in. Live on Hot Tow Truck Girl. Alright, Hot Tow Truck Girl. Here we go, guys. Check out Hot Tow Truck Girl's channel. You can just, just Google it, okay? Bye. See you on Hot Tow Truck Girl. Everyone go there now.